Also, you all take a long rest, so you heal to the full, and David, you can redo your spells.
Yay, spells!
Cool. And Jared gets rage back, right?
And Jared gets both uses of his rage back.
So
I
it
just
would
realized
seem.
the only 9th level caster on our team didn't use a single spell last time.
Nice. So,
Well, cantrip, yeah, but...
So, you wake up, and the Sun Cleric is sitting nearby you, but he's not noticing that you're awake or anything. And now it's your go.
Technically, it goes Heckmann, Pikker, Baurus, and then me on top, so... Whoever wakes up first is waking up everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I just stretch real large, just kind of hitting people in faces as I do that.
I most certainly wake up from this with a
Oh.
terrible cramp in my neck.
I wonder
Get
why.
off of me!
Oh, sorry. I do have big elbows.
I'll hop off from, I don't know how high up I am, but I'll hop on back down, and then I should probably get changed into armor first.
No, you never said you took it off.
I'm going to assume that I
You wore
take
it
it off.
all night.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways.
Assume that I take it off to sleep because I don't get the benefits of a long rest if I sleep in my armor.
Oh my goodness. Anyways. Well, I suppose that was a good rest and everything, but we probably should be heading off pretty soon. Sun Cleric, I unfortunately have not asked your name yet.
Oh, I don't have one.
Well,
We don't believe in communication here.
No, I was born an orphan, so I never got a name, eh?
well,
So you just Sun
I
Cleric?
have an
So
idea.
fellas, just call me you, or that guy, or hey buddy, or...
Well, I think since you're a Sun Cleric, maybe we'll name you Sunny.
That's not a bad idea. I don't know what no one's think of that yet.
Well, it's the DM's fault. Anyways,
Shots fired.
I don't suppose there'll be any carriages or wagons heading up to First Peak.
Yeah, First Peak's a pretty nice walk if you want to go that way, but you can also take a carriage going from the tavern. They leave every once in a while. Very cheap, too.
Well, that sounds wonderful. What do you all think?
I like the
Sure.
sound of that.
Beats walking.
I don't know if anyone else is interested in going to the general store before we leave town.
Oh, yes, getting snacks for the road.
I
Yeah.
actually spent all my gold on this fancy new crossbow, but I'll tag along.
Alright.
Alright, Sunny bids you farewell, and you make your way down to the general store, and that familiar black dragonborn is still there, just kind of cleaning up the merchandise. He doesn't see you yet.
Oh, was that the general store? I thought it was like a blacksmith or something.
It's both.
Oh, okay.
Hi there, Mr. General Store guy, sir.
Oh,
Uh,
hello there.
I've got a couple things I might be able to interest you in.
Oh, let me take a look.
So I've got 4 multicolored gemstones,
Oh,
and I've got one,
pretty.
and I've got one golden necklace.
Ah,
You wouldn't happen to be interested?
well, I'm not really a dealer on such goods here, but I can tell you for sure there's someone up in First Peak who can help you out with some gemstones and whatnot, as that is a mining town.
Okay.
Well, that sounds pretty handy.
Well, that sounds like a perfect place for that.
I
That
don't
sounds
really
good,
have
yeah.
any need for such rocks or anything.
Well, I'm sure you could decorate swords with it.
It's
Yeah,
a
but-
general store. They buy everything.
No, we sell everything.
And how do you sell everything if you don't buy everything?
We don't buy everything.
Hey, I just came up with a great plan. What if we went to First Peak?
Yeah.
I like that plan. I like that plan.
Then get out of my store.
Just keep
Rude.
All right, let's I guess
He
head
was
to the
Ricky last
tavern.
time. That's no surprise.
You're right. You're right.
All right.
All
So,
right, so let's
where are
head
you
to the
going?
tavern. The tavern where the Sun
First
Cleric
peak.
said.
I nearly forgot.
All right. So, you're outside this tavern, and you notice that there's some stables out there, but you don't really see anyone in the stables.
All right.
No, that's where
I
you put
suppose
the
we'll-
horses.
I suppose
People
we'll
don't
head
do
into the
it.
tavern and see if anyone's in there.
Cool. You head into the tavern, and it's a fairly small building with, some dwarves and dragonborns just kind of sitting around. Most people are out working on the farms at this time of day, but the barkeep is behind the bar as he would be, just kind of sorting through merchandise, making sure that everything's in good care or whatnot.
All right. I'll go up to the bartender and hello there. We're just a few adventurers heading over to First Peak, and we heard that we might be able to get a carriage or something up there.
He just he looks at you and then looks over at his friend and motions to him. And this bronze dragonborn starts walking up to you, extends his hand, and says, "Oh, hello, mate. My name's Balasar.
The Valisar? All right.
Balasar with a B.
Valisar.
Yes. I hear you're in need of a carriage to First Peak.
Oh, we are. I kind of like. So he has his hand extended, right?
Yeah.
Like for a handshake. So I do like handshake it, but it's like with the same hand because I don't know how to handshake.
Nice.
But
All right.
yes, we're looking for a carriage to head up to First Peak. Me and my buddies here.
He's a little put off by that interaction, but all right. Well, a carriage to First Peak will cost about 15 gold pieces.
Who's
I kind of like glance over to you guys as I have 4G.
Yes, I am not in the way of cash money right now, but
I've got 55 gold pieces.
You
So
guys all got
Heck,
2 gold
Pikker.
pieces from the cleric as well.
I've got 26 gold pieces on me at the moment.
You
All
know,
right,
for a group
I'll-
such as you, I could bring it down to 14 gold pieces.
Also, just
I
curious,
got the
what are we
15.
gonna? Just curious, what are we gonna do with my horse?
I could probably, walk along the carriage. Like,
If you have a horse, I can help. You can help pull the carriage, and I can lower it down to even 12 gold pieces. Then
I mean, it's a pony. If you're okay with that.
okay, 13 gold pieces.
hey, Milo, quit while you're ahead.
But it's a pony.
Okay,
didn't Pikker said he wouldn't pay for it?
I'm gonna
Yes.
hand you 13 gold pieces. There you go.
All right, then. Well, you want to depart now, do you?
What?
Do you want
Do
to
we-
depart now, do you?
Oh yes.
Give me
oh,
1 minute. Hey, bartender,
Oh
Yes.
could I purchase 4 glasses?
Just
Just
glasses.
the glass.
Just the glasses.
Yeah, I suppose you can. Here we have some old ones that we don't use anymore. You don't. Yeah, you can just have them.
Thank you very much.
What'd you need the glasses for?
no. It'd be interesting.
I just needed some way to give you all some brandy because I still have a bottle of brandy and I figured we could drink it on the way.
Oh my gosh, he does.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, that's very kind of you, but I suppose we should be able to head to First Peak now.
All right,
Yes, we can go
Balasar
now.
looks at you all and says, "Well, all right, I'll go get my carriage ready, and you can come out when you're ready, and we'll go up when you're ready."
I'm ready.
I'm ready now. Okay.
I'll be ready.
Alrighty. So you all get in this carriage, and so it's about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-day journey to First Peak. So along the way, y'all get to bond a little bit or whatnot.
We all get what?
You're
We can
bonding a
bond.
little bit.
Oh,
Bonding
I love
time.
bonding.
Yeah, 6-day journey on foot, so it only takes you about 3 or 2 days to get there. And so Balasar drops you all off in the middle of First Peak, which, as you can see from your surroundings, seems to be a somewhat industrial city. It's right on the base of the mountains, but kind of right like next to a forest as well. So you notice that there's several lumberjacks as well as miners in this town. And he drops you off right next to their local tavern called the Maker's Mire.
Ooh.
The Maker of Meyer.
The Maker's Mire.
Oh,
Mr.
the Makers
Maker's
of Myers.
All
What's a
right,
mire?
Ian. Well, I'll see y'all later. Thanks very much for employing me of my services. I'll be on my way. I hope you have a good time here at First Peak.
Oh, I'll be sure to give you a good review on Yelp.
He looks very puzzled and then goes away.
What is this Yelp you speak of?
So I just like call to all the animals while I'm in the forest saying how good he is. Okay. I get off the carriage.
Yeah,
Are there any
You already
other?
left the carriage, dude. You're off.
Dude, you
Okay,
better have
okay,
gotten
cool.
off.
Are
I
there any
accidentally-
other interesting buildings around?
I will get
Interesting
right back on my
buildings.
pony.
Yeah, all right. So, Ben, you notice that you're kind of in the middle of this town, and it's a lot more industrialized than the last city we're in. Like, there's actual cobblestone streets and stuff like that, not just dirt paths. And so, yeah, you're right outside this building called the Maker's Mire, which, as you can tell, is a tavern. And over, a couple 10 yards away, you see a mining building, and in another direction, you see a lumberjack building, and several other like residential buildings. But one that sticks out to you is just a bit large and has some large doors with a little symbol of a sword and a shield on it.
So I guess that's our destination.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's big. Might have some cool stuff in it.
Well, I
Something
mean,
to-
perhaps.
Uh,
But let's see. Where did the Sun Cleric, the Sun Cleric Sonny said we're looking for a kinky old woman?
I think that's what he said. Yeah.
Well,
I think
I'm
that's
sure
a
we should
wonderful
start
idea.
asking around for her.
First of all, though, Pikker, you want to see if you can trade those gems in for some gems, if you know what I mean.
It's probably a good idea.
What
Is
are you
there
doing?
Is there a general store that I can go into, Michael?
As you look around, you don't actually see any that would strike out to you as a general store.
How
We
about
do
the
s-
mining building?
Yeah, you can make your way to the mining building.
Okay,
Let's go, boys. Clip clop.
I'm gonna
clip,
go
clop,
into the mining building.
All right.
I
As
follow
you enter this mining building, it's a little hard to breathe in there. There's a lot of like coal dust and whatnot, and you see a lot of very burly dwarf men and women walking around, and they got pickaxes and whatnot. But right as you enter, you definitely see to your left some people behind a desk, kind of like writing down papers and whatnot.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to the desk. Hello, fine sirs. Can I interest you in some gemstones today?
A very agitated dwarf woman looks up from the desk.
Oh gosh.
Hello, Sonny. Can I help you?
Oh no,
Oh,
we're
gosh.
not Sonny.
I'm looking to unload 4 multicolored gemstones and 1 gold necklace.
She inspects the gemstones or whatnot. How many gemstones did you say there were? 4?
4, yeah.
Or-
All right. After looking at all the gemstones, she looks down at you and says, "I can give you 30 gold pieces for this."
All right.
All right. And then she gives you 30 gold pieces and kind of puts those gemstones in a little bit of a drawer that she has in her desk. She inspects the gold necklace and she bites it. And she says, "Well, this
She's-
isn't even real gold."
She swallows it whole. Yeah, that wasn't even.
Oh
This isn't
shoot.
even real gold. I can give you about 5 silver pieces for this.
It's gotta be at least 10 silver pieces.
Well, I'm sorry, but it's not.
I walk up to the counter. I slap my gold necklace on there and I say, I'll take it.
What?
All right. She takes your gold necklace. Doesn't bother to bite it this time and gives you 5 silver pieces.
Nice.
Why do
I
you
guess
just
I'll
have a
take
gold
the 5
necklace?
silver pieces.
All right. She gives you 5 silver pieces.
Caleb, we got them when we killed the nobles.
Oh, right.
Cool. Anything else?
Well,
I think that's
we are
it.
looking for someone.
Well, who'd you be looking for?
Well, I don't know her name, really.
All we know is that she's an old kinky woman.
Kenku. She's an old Kenku woman.
I wouldn't know much about that, but the one person who does know nearly everyone in the city would be would be Groven. He runs the Maker's Mire.
Oh, that's that pub.
Yes, it's a tavern.
I am so sorry for disrespecting your tavern by calling it a pub.
I meant no disrespect, laddie.
All right, I suspect we should go back there and ask Groven.
Before we walk out, is there anything on the counter?
Oh no.
boy.
Papers
Okay. Darn.
and a quill and pen, quill and ink.
Oh.
Pikker, behave.
Alright. I'll exit.
Alrighty.
Exit stage.
I exit stage right.
Exit
Cool. So
stage
as
up.
I'll exit,
I just jump off. I jump off of the stage into the crowd.
it is just a small ways away from the Maker's.
Yes, we go over to the tavern.
All right. So as you enter in this tavern, you see that there's a lot of tables or whatnot, and almost everyone is tinkering with something or spinning around some rocks or playing dice or something like that. And in the middle is kind of like a little island of a bar. It goes all around in a circle, and there's all of the different types of ale there, and you see, excuse me, a dwarf man who is completely bald and has a very bushy beard. He's just standing there in the middle.
He's
So you
just
start.
he's standing in the middle, just staring at the door.
Waiting for us.
There's a spotlight on him.
Standing there.
He says, "Welcome. Can I help you?"
Oh, I sure hope so.
All right, how can I help you?
I walk up to him and I press E to interact to receive my quest.
Is he like one of those game files that's just like the T-posing figure just kind of standing there?
No.
He
He's
actually
just like
has
shuffling around, giving like the glasses just kind of pop out of nowhere.
a little purple and black missing texture in some places.
We're looking for a Kenku medicine woman.
A Kenku medicine woman.
Or
Well,
something that might be able to help.
I don't believe help with what now?
Well,
With
I mean,
medicine.
medicine things.
Help with medicine thing. Oh, well, have you tried the Temple of Apollo down in Kev's?
So he did. They apparently only had one medicine cleric who is now dead.
Not
Well, that's no
not
good.
by like us. I mean, like someone else killed them. We just delivered the body.
He looks a little suspicious.
It's
Anyway.
a shame. He could save other people from death, but not himself.
We're just really, really on the lookout for this Kenku woman now.
Well, so as he kind of brushes down the bar or whatnot, he says, "Well, I think I know of one. I've never met her, but I've heard of a woman who lives by herself at the top of a mountain, just left. If you go out of this tavern, you turn left and just go straight. You'll see there's a little bit of a spider in the mountains there. You just
A
climb
spider?
up. Spider.
Oh, okay.
You climb up. There's some stairs, and I believe it brings you up to her house, but no one really goes up there.
I feel like a woman
Why
living
not?
on top of a mountain would be more popular.
Especially
you
a
see,
kinky
Sonny.
old one.
Anyways, that's what I can help you with. Are y'all new to First Peak? Have you ever been here before?
Oh yes, it's our first time here in First Peak.
Oh,
Yep.
but that's interesting. Well, I'm sure you've seen around a little bit. If you need anything else, you want to know anything about town, just ask me. I'll be
Oh,
here
for
most
sure.
days.
I do have a question. Is there a second peak?
Well, there's no town named Second Peak, but I believe that if you were to look, you might be able to find one.
New mission, guys. When we get rich and can settle our own town, we call it Second Peak.
Oh,
Is there
what
a
a
last
perfect
peak?
idea.
Omega
The
Peak.
last peak.
Hello. I'm not sure what you mean by all these questions. Yeah.
Is there a penultimate peak?
All right, now if you're gonna make fun of the land I live in, you might as well just leave, eh? I
I'm not
tried to
making
be a
fun.
nice, hospitable host with you.
I just like your town's name so much, and I want other towns to be as cool as your town.
The bartender just can clearly tell that you're BSing him. All right, you might as well get out before we make things ugly in here. And as he says that, a
why
few other
would we
dwarfs
make-
kind of look towards you.
Hey,
Just
just
asking
calm.
some questions. No
Do I
need
get-
to make it ugly.
Can I use persuasion to try to calm him down?
Yeah, roll persuasion.
So that we don't, start a bar fight our first day here.
Yeah,
Or-
roll persuasion.
New thought. Just leave.
22.
Oh
22.
my gosh. All right.
22. Well,
I have
All right.
persuasion.
all right. We don't need anything to get in trouble here.
Please ignore my friends. They are not exactly the most socially adept people in the room.
I can tell that. But yeah, you might want to get leaving here before you cause any more trouble.
I didn't
Okay.
think we caused any trouble, but okay.
Out the
I'm
door,
gonna-
friends. Out the door.
On my way out, I'm gonna hand the bartender 10 silver pieces for his help.
Oh, he's very pleased by this and smiles as you leave.
Look how nice you are.
It's like we just came in here, asked a few questions, and then like talked about the name of the town. And he's like, "Hey, we don't want trouble here."
And then we leave him 10 gold pieces. and
I know.
10 silver pieces.
then we leave him
No
a gold
bartenders
piece.
like us. All right.
All right.
So as we exit the place, can we kind of like see where he was talking, like to the left and where the peak is and stuff?
Yeah, you turn to the left and you clearly see like that the mountains that kind of surround the town do kind of peak up, not too high up, but like, a sizable amount in front of you if you turn left outside of the tavern. And you do notice a small little hut up at the top.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Well-
let's be off.
I suppose so. Let's start heading. Get your climbing legs ready.
To
So
the
as you
mountain.
walk in that
I hop on my
direction,
pony.
you pass by that larger building with the emblem of the sword and shield, and you notice a lot of people who seem to be adventurers walking around there. And then as you continue to walk, you pass by another temple, which seems to be a temple of Hephaestus. As you can see that there's lots of people doing some blacksmithing work outside of it or whatnot. And you just see other townspeople kind of living throughout their day. And then you get to the base of this mountain, and there's several steps leading up. And I assume you walk up the stairs.
I try
so now
my
you're-
best.
You're in front of this door that kind of looks like that door that Shrek bursts out of in the beginning of the movie. And,
Outhouse?
Convenience
and that's
outhouse.
it. And it just kind of leads into the mountain.
Into the porta potty.
But there are like some other wooden walls with windows and stuff kind of sticking out of the rock. But the house is like almost kind of built inside the mountain.
Okay. I suppose I'll walk up and knock at the door.
I also knock on the door.
We knock like at the same time. It's spooky.
It kind of sounds like one knock.
Okay. After you knock, you hear a voice from the inside go, "Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not seeing anyone today."
Well, I don't suppose you can with the door closed.
What was that supposed to mean?
Well, can you see us?
What he's trying to say is that you make a better door than a window because it's a door.
No,
It's
I'm
not
just
the door
saying.
who's talking.
I'm so
It is
sorry.
now.
I'm so confused.
Anyways,
What do you want?
we're looking for a medicine kinky woman that might help us with a bit of a problem.
What kind of a problem?
A medicine problem.
Magical
One that,
death curse.
yeah, that one.
Do you have money?
I've got plenty of money for you.
We will answer that question after you decide if you can help us or not.
The door opens up and you see a very small Kenku woman, about 4 feet tall, kind of hunched over, and that's what makes her 4 feet tall, with the
Still
cane.
taller than me.
And she looks over at all of you and says, "Well, what you waiting around for? Let's go inside."
Okay, I walk inside.
I also walk inside.
How tall is this place?
It's tall. I'm sorry. I think it's about 6 feet high.
I crouch
boy.
a little bit and then I walk
Yeah,
inside.
I also have to crouch a little more than
All right.
I just don't want
I
my
just-
horns going through her ceiling.
This
I just-
Kenku woman kind of leads you back into her house and says, please take a seat, take a seat. And she goes into her kitchen and kind of grabs a pot of tea and
I-
comes out with it.
I take a seat.
I sit in the perfectly sized chair for someone of my stature.
I
I
pick
just
up
kind
a
of
seat
sit
and
cross-legged
run
on
away.
the floor.
I'm sorry, what did you say,
I took this-
Pikker?
Nothing.
She
I
takes
take
a
a
seat
seat.
and runs away.
Alrighty.
I sit cross-legged on the floor.
I take
Well,
a
so
seat.
this
You
woman
still
kind of
almost breakfast.
gives you all a little bit of a cup of tea, very small cups, and says, "Well, so now what is it? Let's see."
Oh yeah.
Hey, Ben, do you want to go
we all-
prone this time?
We all have one of these on our neck, and I kind of point to the mark on the back of my neck.
She kind of comes over and looks at that mark and says, "Well, that doesn't look very good. Does it hurt?"
Oh
Only-
well, not if you don't touch it.
And she pokes it a
Only if
couple
we
times, and
disobey.
you feel
Ow!
a stinging sensation on the back of your neck.
Well,
Yes,
I told
that
you
hurts.
so.
Well, that's no good now. And she kind of goes back to the kitchen and puts the tea away and sits down in the living room with you, and she says, "Well, now how'd you get it?"
Somebody put it there and now forces us to do things, or they'll kill us with it.
You know, the
Well, that
usual.
sounds intense.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not our
no.
favorite.
If
I
we
think
didn't-
I can help ya. I make potions, which may be able to do something for ya.
Hey, I'll drink anything
Gestures.
you put in a cup.
She gestures for you to follow her down to her basement. She says,
I just need to find a book that should have a recipe that can help you. A very ancient book. It seems that you're in some really big trouble here.
I'll follow.
"All right."
Do you
Milo.
actually drink anything out of a cup?
Out of a tin cup, specifically. That's my weakness.
That's
I
a-
will remember that.
That's
Same
your
here.
character sheet flaw. Will drink
Yes.
anything out of the
It's terrible.
And then he will eat the tin cup.
Eat it.
All right,
Eat the
so
bottle.
as
Fucking
Milo-
eat the bottle.
As Milo follows this woman downstairs, you get into the basement, and it's just like, oh my word, is this woman a hoarder? There's just books everywhere across the floor, kind of creating a little bit of a maze. There's some bookshelves, but they're all empty, and instead the books are all just piled up around the ground, and she's kind of sifting through them and says, "Oh, now where'd I put that book?"
just curious, why do you have bookshelves if you're not going to use them?
Now listen, Sonny, I don't come into your house, ask you for help, and then make fun of the way you live, alright?
I mean,
I'm
I feel
gonna-
like you would if you know you were asking us for help.
Well, listen, now, do you want my help or not?
I do want your help. I'm just saying, you're asking where the book is, and there's very clearly these nice organized potential for shelves.
I think I left the book over in this corner here. Let me go find it.
I'm gonna start speaking in Orin now, because I assume she speaks Orin, and say, I'm so sorry for my friend.
Well, are you upstairs or downstairs?
Well, I figure I followed downstairs.
Oh,
you
yeah, I
gotta
thought you said
say
we
that.
followed.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're all downstairs?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you say that in Orin, and then she looks back at you and replies in Orin, "Don't mention it."
Okay.
And so she's looking around for this book, and then she gets to the corner. She's, yeah, here's the pile that I leave it in here. And as you guys all follow her, you notice that she's pointing to what seems to be a very small pile of books next to a very large hole in the wall.
Oh, what's the hole in the wall?
Oh, I don't know. I have not seen this before. She starts flipping through the books that are there and says, well, now here's a pickle. I don't think I have this book anymore.
Of course you don't.
Perhaps it fell down the hole.
The hole is like in the wall.
Perhaps it fell through the
It's
hole.
like a tunnel.
How big is this hole?
The hole is about 6 feet tall. And
Oh my goodness!
well, I never noticed this hole here, but I've always suspected that there was something crawling around in my walls now. You know what? I'll tell you. If you go in there and you can find that book, I'll help you free of charge.
Sounds good to me.
I think we can do that.
Looks like an adventure
I
waiting to
shake-
happen.
I just shake my
Alright.
head at the absurdity of this woman not recognizing there's a 6-foot behemoth crawling around her house.
Just does not care.
I'll keep looking for the book out here. Y'all go in there, and when you come out, we can talk. And if you don't come out, well, then I guess good day.
Does anybody have a light? Unlike the rest of you, I don't have dark vision.
Well, I don't know
I don't
if I
think
have
I
dark
do.
vision.
Yeah, I don't.
I have dark vision. What's
yeah, I
wrong
know
with
furbolgs
you?
furbolgs and tieflings do. I don't know about Kenku.
Well,
I do
here,
not.
do you need a light or something? And she jumps up on a little pile of books and takes one of the torches off of her wall.
Much
Hands it to you.
appreciated.
She almost drops it on top of a large pile of books. And gives
Oh, please do not.
Alrighty.
Pikker, would you like to hold the light?
Sure, why not?
Thank you very much.
All
So
right.
I'm just gonna-
I'll
I'll pass it to
be
Pikker.
looking around in here, and you'll have fun in my tunnel here.
Thank you.
I don't like this.
Have fun in my
Neither do
tunnel
I.
that I didn't know existed until 2 seconds ago.
Okay, I'll go in first because I have the AC to tank anything. I have the AC to protect me, so
All right.
I'll follow second because I have the
Yes.
light.
I go
yes, please do, Pikker.
side by side with Picker, or just behind him if there's not enough of him.
All right, so you all walk down this tunnel for a little bit, and eventually you start to notice some more light coming from the other end of it. And you all end up in this room that is also lined with some bookcases and whatnot.
The heck?
And there's a door in front of you and just bookcases all around you.
Hey, who wants to bet if we go upstairs we'll find a kinky lady?
Wait, are there stairs here?
Oh, there's
Well, there's a door. I'd like to check around the room for anything. See, maybe the book that we're looking for is in this room, and we can just go back out.
All right, you want to roll perception?
Not high enough.
All right, as you look around,
10.
you
I
see
rolled a 10. I see books.
you see books.
Nice.
I'm gonna take a look around as well.
All right, roll.
Okay.
Perception is not my strong suit, guys.
It's gonna be 13.
13. You see books, and you notice that all of these books do look fairly new.
I'm gonna also take a peek around.
Oh my
All right, let's see what you get.
We all want to look.
I got a 12.
A 12. You see books, and you notice that all these books are new.
Hey, all these
Hey,
books
okay,
look
so you wanna
pretty
try?
new.
Boris,
So
would you
we-
like to
we
give it a
just-
shot?
So, I just want to recap. So we go through this tunnel, and we've now entered our room with
Yeah.
just
Books.
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 And
And a
there's
door.
a door.
Yes.
Yes, there's a door.
My
Oh,
hope
yeah.
is to try to find the book now and then just leave and get the help before we have to worry about anything.
So, my first instinct, I see the door, so I knock on it.
Oh, Boris. Oh,
You knock
Boris.
on the door, and you hear, oh, bollocks! From the other room. And then some scampering.
I'm just gonna look at Boris. Why would you do that?
There's
Is the door locked, or
No.
can we just open it?
You can open that door.
I walk up to Baurus and this door he's just knocked on, and I say, "Hey, sorry if we startled you.
Open the door, and inside you see another room that's kind of lined with books, and there's a door both to your right and to your left. And inside, you see a small little Duragar, which is a dark dwarf. I just sent a picture so all of y'all can understand what he looks like.
Oh,
He's
no.
chilling in there, and he's scampering around and picking up a bunch of stuff. And then he runs out the door to your right, and it closes behind him.
Get him!
I see. He looks like a loading animation.
I know, like,
Yes.
I don't see it either.
Basically, he's a dwarf, but instead of, like, the regular colors, he's got gray skin and white and, like, a white beard, basically. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
basically-
Basically,
That's
kind of like
so
a dark
cool.
elf
He's a
dwarf.
dark dwarf, yeah.
Also, they're very evil,
Cool.
which I'm not sure
Do
how
they
many of
eat
us
puppies?
actually know that.
Yeah,
I mean-
they
generally.
eat puppies.
I mean, I don't
That
know.
is
But
that is true evil.
I don't know about eating puppies, but I do know that they, kill everybody that's not them, generally.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see what Michael's done up for him.
We shall
All
see.
right.
Okay, so he left from the door that's on your right.
We should probably catch him. He might have the book.
Well,
the very-
probably, yes. He's the only one else here.
Let's go.
I try to, open this new door.
I assume it's locked.
The door on your right is locked.
All right. I'm gonna.
What's it made out of?
Door.
Like,
Well,
Wait,
It's made
is
out
it a
of
wooden door?
it's
Yeah,
made
mine
out
was-
of steel.
What? Why is this one
Oh
steel?
no, this is heavier than feathers.
So I've got two options here. I can use my crowbar and try and pry it open, or I can just try and pick the lock.
I would thieves' tool.
I
I would
would
use
thieves'
thieves'
tool.
tool.
All right. I'm thieves tooling.
All right, go ahead.
Unless it doesn't have a lock that we can access on this side.
It's gonna be a 22.
Ooh.
All right, as you try to lockpick this door, you fail.
What? That's further than 22?
That doesn't mean that anything is possible.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
the
try the
other way.
crowbar.
Is there like a keyhole that we can look through at all?
There's a small keyhole, but you can't see anything through it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's just kind of dark in there.
I'm gonna try the other door on the other side of the room.
All right, you open this door, and it leads to a hallway.
What do
I'm
I
gonna
see in the
try.
hallway?
You see that the hallway bends around, so you don't see anything. You're going to have to go down the hallway to continue to see stuff.
But
I'm gonna-
which way does it turn, left or right?
It turns to... So you are going to the door on your left. It goes
Yes.
straight and then turns right.
Okay. Hey guys, I found another path that might get us there.
I'm gonna try just one last time with the crowbar. If that's all
Alright,
right.
This should be fun.
6.
6. Crowbar scratches the door.
Okay.
Would this be an athletics check?
You know what? I really don't care, because you're not opening that door with a crowbar.
Is the DC like 25? Because if I roll a nat 20 on athletics, I can do it.
Oh my goodness.
Alrighty.
I'll take that as a no. Moving on. Guys, I think this is the better way to go about things.
All right. I'll follow.
Alright, so...
I'll lead the way, and I'll pull out my sword so that I don't trust things.
So as you
Alright,
walk
cool,
around
cool.
this room, or this hallway, it bends to the right, and then to the right again, and then to the left again, and you find a new room that opens up. And it's not really lined with anything, just kind of some tapestries or whatnot. And it's still very, cavey in here.
Understandable.
Yeah, so as you enter this new room, it's very well lit at the entrance that you're at, but it gets a little darker as you get to the other side.
Right,
Are there any doors leading out of this room?
Yeah.
You think you can see a door at the other end, but it's a little dim, so it's kind of hard to see.
Oh, gotcha.
But for those of you with dark vision, yeah, I guess you could see that there's a door.
Well, I don't have dark vision.
Does anyone have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
Jared
Wait,
can see that there is a door
Hey,
at the
for
end.
both-
Furbolgs do
have
not
dark
have dark vision.
What? Guys, we're almost an entire party without dark vision.
Guys,
Jared
hey,
can see at the end of the
guys,
hallway
hey,
that
hey,
there's a door.
guys, there's a door at the end of the hallway.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Is there anything like in between us and the door?
Not that I see.
Yep, you're right. Cool.
That's encouraging. Can I take the torch from Pikker?
Yeah, there you go.
Catch.
Catch, I'm gonna throw it right at you.
Okay, I catch, I assume.
Athletics check.
You assume wrong. Sorry, you are now dead.
Alright,
Okay,
so what are you guys doing?
I would like to look for traps because I don't trust anything right now.
Okay. You need the roll for that?
Perception. Okay, 10.
You do not notice anything.
Yeah, anybody who has like actual perception skills should probably check for traps.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Or, I mean, wait, we should. Never mind. Do as you want.
Okay. It's gonna be a natural 1. God damn.
Okay, so we're not gonna see anything. I guess I'll
So
hand
while
the.
you're looking, you trip and fall over a book.
I will pass the torch back to Pikker and tell him to follow me, I guess, because we're gonna go find a Duragar.
Alrighty.
Well, all right.
So, have you walked down the hall yet? Or no?
I assume we're about to, so spring whatever trap you got for us, because we all rolled for crap.
Alright, as you walk down the hall, you notice that you hear a lot of shifting behind you, and as you turn around, you see that the door behind you is closed.
Oh, yay.
Oh, well, that's not good.
We're locked in. Hey, what's that door made out of?
The door is also made out of steel.
Dang it! Where is he getting the metal?
Well, I suppose at this point there's only one way forward.
Up.
Unfortunately so.
I'm gonna sprint for the door,
Okay, you
hoping
go ahead.
that I can outrun any traps.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay.
What traps? What traps? You don't know of any traps.
If there are any traps.
Cool.
Yeah,
So
we
you
don't know.
sprint to the other end of the room and make it there with no problem. And you're now at the door that you were facing when you entered.
Try to open it.
I'm gonna try and open it.
It is locked.
Try to
Thieves'
pick the lock.
tools.
It is also made out of steel.
Thieves'
That-
tools.
What do you roll?
A door
I
made
got a
out of steel
20.
is not impervious.
What do you roll?
20.
You fail.
Total.
Ah!
Now, Michael, a door made out of steel is not like automatically It's not like you automatically can't pick that lock.
Yeah, I know, but the lock is really good.
See, that's
Yeah.
allowed. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How
I'm
about
just
the way
letting
that
you know
we
you
came?
can't break it down.
The way that we came from. Can we open that door?
Would you like to go back and try that door?
Yes, I would very much like to go back and try
All
that
right.
door.
As you walk back to that door, you try to open it, but it doesn't work. But you do notice that as you try to open it, some words flash up on the door and says,
Oh.
"Keep your eye on me."
On what?
It says, "Keep your eye on me."
I'm
On
gonna
me.
just. Okay, I guess I'll just take a look at the door.
Okay.
We all look at the door simultaneously.
Nothing happens.
I would like to take a look around the room, though, to see if there's anything else, if there's just books or not.
All right.
I'll
Roll
stay-
perception.
I will stare at the door.
All right, let's roll 1d20. That would be plus perception, so plus 3. A 19.
19. All right. So you see that there is a door that you came from that says, "Keep your eye on me," and at the other end of the hallway there is a door.
Okay, cool. Keep your eye on me. Well, I mean, I am looking at the door here.
Maybe it's literal.
Yeah, who wants to
So
poke
I just,
their
like,
eye?
press my eye up against the door.
Nothing happens.
Darn. I was really hoping.
I
for
didn't
that.
think it was, but I really wanted to see if someone would do it.
Keep your eye on me. Who's me, I wonder? I look through the keyhole. Nothing.
Nothing.
And so this is just like a square room with books.
It's like a rectangle room. There's no books.
Oh, there's no.
It's basically a elaborated hallway.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we should all look at the door.
Oh, I'm looking at the door.
I'm looking at the door.
Everyone's
Alright.
staring contests with the door.
As you all look at the door, you hear a clicking sound behind you.
I walk backwards 7 steps.
All right. Nothing happens.
Am I now through the door or no?
You're still inside the room. You haven't hit the door yet.
I walk
going.
backwards until I'm through the door.
You walk through the door.
Pikker.
Is
Come on,
it
everyone.
Oh,
I'm
good.
through the
Is it
door.
open?
I
Yeah, it's open. We can do it.
I look around at Pikker. What do I see?
The door closes.
Oh no!
Okay, everyone.
Oh
Okay,
no! Where'd you guys go?
Everyone, look at the door.
I'm looking right
Everyone
at
look
it.
at
It
the door and
just
walk backwards.
closed.
Okay. All
You
right,
have
everyone
The other
back.
door.
Back at the
You look
door.
at the door. You're all looking at the door with the words on it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess.
You hear a clicking sound behind you.
Everyone walk
And
backwards.
Picker notices that the door opens.
Guys, the door's open again.
Really?
I-
I turn around and look at Pikker. No, it's not Pikker. You liar.
I'm just gonna grab Heckmann and be like, look at this door, and don't look away.
As that happens, you hear a clicking sound behind you, and the door opens.
Guys,
again.
the door's open again.
Stop saying that. Heck, man, just back up. Don't keep looking at the door.
Heckmann, walk backwards.
Okay.
All right, you all walk backwards, and you all make it outside of the door.
Oh, that was an interesting trap.
You're now in a hallway that turns left to another room.
All right. Here we go, another room. I just continue walk straight forward. Another room.
Yeah, I mean, what else are we gonna do? We're not exactly the most perceptive group, so we might as well just keep moving.
All right, in this room, you find a lever.
Hey, do you want me
Is
to
there
pull this
anything
lever?
else in the room? I'm gonna take a perception.
All right, what are you perceiving?
Anything. Anything else in this
Roll
room?
perception.
Perception
Gonna
is to
be-
look for anything.
23.
23. You see a lever.
Is there any like doors or anything?
There's the door that you came in from.
Okay.
Who wants to pull the lever?
All right, I'm gonna
Oh.
give this lever a whirl, if you don't mind. I
Not at all.
whip and nay that lever.
All right. As you pull the lever, you hear a lot of like kind of metal whirring and grinding, and you hear a lot of shifting from within this cave.
All right, let's go back the way we came.
Oh no!
See if
it's
something
a circle. It's one of those circle dungeons.
So I go towards the door we entered from and see if it looks like
All
a
right.
different.
As you leave, you then see that the hallway now continues to go more forward, and a door is kind of ajar at the very end of it.
Secret door.
Secret door. It seems like we're making progress, everyone.
I have no idea what we're doing, but I like it.
What's this room have? And I take a look around as I enter it.
All right. As you enter the room, you notice the Duragar again, kind of huddling more books together and trying to get his pack together. And next to him are 2 giant weasels, one on either side. And none of them have noticed you yet.
I'm gonna run up behind the guy, sneaking up. So I'm gonna try and stealth and get behind him.
All right. Roll stealth.
It's gonna be a 17.
All right. You successfully made it up behind the guy.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and stab him right in the knee, like in the back of the knee.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm just
roll
gonna
for
see
the-
if I can
for
like take him down without killing him.
All right. Roll for the hit.
Non-lethally.
That's gonna be a 17.
All right. You hit him. David, I don't actually know how stealth attacks work. Is there like extra damage or?
He gets a sneak attack because if you're attacking something from stealth, you get advantage on the attack roll.
Oh well. Okay. So you already hit him, so you're good.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So
Well, he
now
could
roll
get
for the
advantage on 20.
damage.
So now
Which
I'm
is-
rolling for damage.
Oh yeah, no, roll again because you could get a 20.
Oh, gotcha.
And then basically you'll roll your damage
Yeah, no,
dice
that one
plus-
was a natural one, so let's go with the other one.
So yeah, you will basically you'll roll the weapon damage plus your extra sneak attack damage, which you're at level
Oh, cool.
2, so it's still just a 1d6.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you know how much
D8
damage
plus
that is.
d6 plus
Weapon
dex.
damage is 6 plus 2 is 8.
8 damage.
Yep.
All right.
Don't
So you
forget-
stab this Duergar right in the back of the knee, and that really fucking hurts. So
Don't
he
forget your dex.
and he goes, "Oh!"
Don't forget your dex
That
bonus
noise.
damage.
And
What?
then
Yeah.
did you add
Don't
the
forget
dex?
to add
I
dex to
did,
damage.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So then his weasels also get kind of perked up, and they turn around and whatnot. And everyone should roll initiative.
Guys, we
Okay.
can talk to people too.
Well, I mean, no, like we kept him
Hey!
alive.
Hey, 17.
All right.
20.
1.
Oh my gosh, Jared.
A whopping 1 point.
Jared.
Picker, did you say 20?
I
3.
did. Not natural.
Yeah, of course. All right, 1 second.
You got a natural 20, so you go kind of fast.
I am.
All right, and all of your enemies are surprised, so you're gonna get a whole round where they're not gonna do anything.
Oh
Oh,
really?
nice.
Picker, you can go again, I guess.
I'm gonna try and do some more non-lethal damage in the other kneecap.
Neat.
All right, go ahead.
We are mutilating our enemies.
That's gonna be a 12. Nope, 22. That's what it is.
Oh, holy
Because
shit!
I rolled
yeah.
19 plus my dexterity of 3.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay.
Yeah, those are two very different numbers.
Roll for that
Yep.
damage, my boy.
That's gonna be a. Oh, that's a D10, not a D8. That one. So that's gonna be 7.
All right, you hit him in the other kneecap, and he again goes, "Oh!"
Oh!
And okay, so
Well,
you
he
can still
seems to be
move
down.
if you'd like to.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna
Disengage
try
or
and
whatnot.
disengage back about 15 feet.
All right.
Michael, are these just regular weasels or are these giant weasels?
They're giant weasels.
Giant weasels.
Yeah, so they're about as big as
Me.
like Picker.
Oh, they're bigger
Nice.
than me.
They're medium. Yeah.
Oh no, they're bigger than I am.
They're
right.
smaller than I am.
So now, Milo, it is your turn. I'd say that everyone is about 30 feet in front of you.
Okay. Boy, let's just do this. Why not? Actually.
What are you gonna do?
I'm looking.
Clock's ticking.
Okay. I would like to actually cast Bless on myself, and let's go for Pikker and Baurus. So everybody basically gets, for the next minute, you are going to kill him, and I don't want you to kill him.
Wait, so you cast Blessed on who?
Blessed on me, Baurus, and Pikker, and basically we all get to add a D4 to any or to our ability checks, or like attack rolls or skill checks.
All right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. So speaking of, after having done that, I would like to try to persuade our Mr. Duragar to tell his, or basically calm down, not run, and maybe we can talk this out and nobody dies.
All right, roll persuasion.
Actually, let me check to be sure that Bless does skill checks and not just ability checks, because those are two different things. Oh, no, it's just to attack roll or saving throws, so I won't get a bonus on this, but still. Basically, if he refuses to play nice, then you guys can kill him better. Enjoy. 18.
All right. So you try to reason with Mr. Duragar here.
Like, I know that we stabbed you,
Twice.
but if you keep fighting, we'll have to kill you. If you stop fighting, you get to live.
All right. So Mr. Duragar, with both of his knees punctured,
Yikes.
he understands that he's kind of at a disadvantage here, and he gets on his knees and he says, "All right. What do you want?" And as he turns around, you notice that his beard is braided in such a way that it actually matches the braids of his weasel's hair.
Cute.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
that's
really cute.
adorable.
And his weasels kind of perch back and start hissing at Pikker, but they don't do anything.
Okay, so I will walk up to Mr. Durigar and simply ask, have you been stealing books from that lady, that Kenku lady?
Well,
we kind of need those.
well, I might have.
Well, we kind of need those books back.
Do you need all of them back?
We need a particular one back. I don't know which one she's looking for, though. She didn't tell us the name.
So yeah, we might need to check with them, make sure.
Kind of just drops his pouch of books that he was holding as he was like running away from you guys and says, "Well, you can have these, and the rest are all in here, in the room." His weasel
Can I
says,
take a perception around the room and see if there's anything that stands out? Because I assume the book we're looking for is pretty old. Because she said it was old.
You want to also peer into the bag as well?
Sure,
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's going to be a 22.
All right. As you come and rummage through this pouch of books, you notice that one of the books is exceedingly old and very withered. And so it's all withered and old. And all the other books are like, not too old, not too new, nothing looking too special.
She did say that it was a really old. That she was.
Ooh, what's the book say? And I kind of like take a look to see what the title and what kind of book it is.
All right. As you open it, or as you look at it, the front, it's written in common. And the title of the book says "Healing for Drastic Situations."
Wow, real on the nose.
The title.
In my notes, it's called "The Ancient Book of Healing," but I don't know if that's any better.
The title of the book is surprisingly "How to Cure Mysterious Black Marks on the Back of Your Colleagues' Necks."
Given to you by a particular man named M.
Very
How
specific.
to cure slave spells.
This
All right.
probably is what we want.
Well, this is probably what we want.
So
Well, I
Beauregard kind of looks at you and just says, "All right, well, get out."
all right. I'm
I'm actually gonna. Before we leave, I would like to just put my hand, some lay on hands to fix his, bleeding knee.
But I was wanting to do that. Gosh.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. You can fix him.
I want to be nice. I'm also
sorry.
a healer.
I'm sorry.
All right, so you heal him up, and then he manages to stand back up on his legs, and kind of looks at both of you, and then real quick he jumps on one of the back of his weasels, and they both run into a tunnel in the back of the room.
Oh,
And you better not be coming back to steal stuff. I yell after him.
He's well out of earshot.
Well, that goes down. He knows. He knows.
He knows in his heart.
He knows in his heart not to mess with us ever again.
All right,
'cause
and so
we
as
shanked his knees.
you're in this room, and you notice the door that you came in through, and then a steel door behind you.
I assume that's the way back, so we're gonna go through that door.
All right, you go through that door.
Is it the way back?
Wait, the steel door was open?
What? No.
Is it locked?
Not on this side.
Okay,
Is that the
cool.
way back?
Yeah, we go through it.
You open it, and you find yourself back in that first room where you found him.
Cool.
Cool. Let's go back to the lady and show her what we got.
Alrighty, so you all...
Did anyone pick up the book?
No, we all just looked at it. It looked really
Well,
nice.
I figured you had, because you were looking at it. and
Whoever
stuff.
was
Okay,
looking
before
at it
we
gets
left,
to
I
hold
picked up the book.
I thought
Yeah,
Boris
yeah.
was looking at it. Okay.
Well, I kind of glanced over, but I thought Pikker was holding it.
Okay, so Boris, or someone has the book.
I picked it up before we left.
Pikker has the book.
Okay, Pikker has the book, and you all walk back to the basement of this old Kenku woman's house. And you see that she's still kind of rummaging through and mumbling to herself.
Oh, excuse me. We found, I think, the book you're looking for. We also found a lot of tunnels back there, and there was a Duragar stealing all your books.
There was a white back there?
A Durgar, one of them dark dwarves.
Well, that's no good.
Well, certainly not, but he's away now, and I told him not to come back. But you might be careful with this hole here.
Well, I
He's
guess
also
I'll have to get some dogs for down here or something.
He also has 2 big weasels. I might watch out for those if I were you.
Weasels, that's what I must have been yelling.
Probably.
Alrighty, well, let's all go back upstairs and we'll see about this book you found.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna follow upstairs.
Alright, and
It's
all your
titled-
tea is still just sitting there, but I'm assuming most of it is empty since the cups were so small. So you guys can all resume the seats that you've taken. And this old Kenku woman kind of goes through the book and is looking at it, and then she says, "Hey, I need to see one of your necks again."
I go prone.
I offer my body as a sacrifice to the Kenku woman.
She sits next to Pikker's prone body and kind of tussles through his feathers to see this black mark, and she goes, and she's looking through the book. And,
Gives him a massage.
She caresses him. No, and then
Happy
So
ending
she-
time.
she's looking through this book, and she says, "Well, all right now, I think I know of something that can help you here. See, what y'all are falling under is called a slave's curse." Hello, Ben.
Hello.
What's all that noise?
That was me grabbing a drink. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
I thought it was the Kenku woman rustling through books.
I mean, you can
Alright,
use that
alright.
as
Well, so
diegetic
you know
sound if you want.
You are all under what's called a slave's curse. I haven't seen one of these in my whole life. I thought it was a
I
fable.
mean, it's an apt name, of course, as we are slaves. It's not
So
really fun.
essentially, you're stuck to do the bidding of whoever has this curse on you for the rest of your lives.
Well,
Unless-
is there any way to get it off?
Yeah, that's the
Yes.
important part.
There is, in fact, a way. She kind of rips out a page of the book and says, "If you bring these ingredients to me, or, the recipe is quite simple. If you find anyone who's worth their weight in potion making, and you bring them these ingredients, you could make some kind of a potion that would be potent enough to free all of you from it."
Ooh,
Oh.
fun.
You think you can write that down so we have it just in case?
Well, I just ripped this page out of the book for you.
Well, yeah,
dumbass.
but could you write it down so like we can have a copy?
No, I'm giving you the page of the book.
I'm just gonna put my hand in my head and I'll take the page from her. Thank you very much.
Now, I'll warn you, none of these ingredients are gonna be very easy to find. You might have a lot of trouble with some of them.
Okay.
Yeah, let me
Good.
just quick.
Can we take a look at the list?
Yeah, let me just
Yes,
quick
that's what I wanna
outline
see.
them for you. 1 second. I'm just getting it out of my DM's notes.
Also, just curious, why is this woman from New York?
Also, why does she smoke a pack a day?
It's the
That
accent
can't be
of
good
the
for her
area.
bird lungs.
See, this is what normal. See, like Pikker has lost his accent, but all Kenkus are actually from New York.
Kenkus can't
Alright,
speak.
So I'm very
Kenkus
sorry.
cannot speak unless they're mimicking.
I'm
Neither
very
can
sorry
people from
that
New York.
these ingredients are going to be a little hard to find, but if you find them, I can help you. I
Aha,
posted
important
the
D&D
ingredients.
docs.
In
So-
important D&D docs.
Spectator's tongue, 5
that-
werewolf claws, 10 zombie hearts, a pound of bloodroot, and the horns of a Garista.
So is spectator's tongue, is a spectator a thing, or is that just
Oh, I
someone
know.
who watches something?
David knows what a spectator is. Milo probably doesn't.
I can
It's
help you
basically
with
a baby
finding-
beholder.
Do y'all know what any of these things are? If you need help, I have some bestiaries you could look through.
Well, I
Can I look
Oh, I
at the
think that'd be
bestiary?
nice, yeah. I don't know what a Garisto is.
Alrighty, well, let me go and get my book on beasts and whatnot. So
My zombie hearts.
she kind of huddles down
and finds, she's going through her books, and she brings up, one second.
So what I'm hearing is we need to find a necromancer and hire him to make 10 zombies for us, so that we can then kill them and take their hearts.
Or maybe,
Alrighty.
as we continue along our journey, we just happen to find 10 zombies.
Well, I mean, yes.
That sounds like it'll take a lot longer.
So she walks
Usually-
back upstairs with a book. And she says, all right. Well, so I'm assuming you know what a werewolf and a zombie are.
Yeah,
So-
those are pretty simple.
Here, I found 2 pictures for you. The first one's of this Goristro, which is probably going to be the hardest thing to find. It's a demon from one of
hi
the
there.
9 levels of hell.
Why,
Oh.
hello there.
Yeah, these things are very, very hard to kill. But
He thinks it's gonna kick our ass. That's what's gonna
Does the
happen.
book say anything about how to kill them?
how to kill them? The book does not. It does mention that
You shouldn't try.
you shouldn't try. Yeah, these things are very hard. You're gonna need both its horns if you want to make this.
Other question. It says
Yeah.
5 werewolf claws. Does that mean we can take 5 claws off of a singular werewolf, or we need to kill 5 werewolves and individual claws from each of them?
I would assume it just means you need the claws of one werewolf.
Good.
And here's a spectator. These things are a little trickier to find, but definitely not gonna be as hard to kill as a Goristro up there. So, there you go.
Where's
No.
the food go?
Where's the what?
Where do we
Well,
go?
I see this thing is all eye in the mouth. Where's the food go?
Listen here, buddy. I'm just trying to help you out.
Well, does this
It
thing
gets
say on
secreted
how to
as
kill it or
fear.
not?
Now, listen. I can't tell you. I do know of someone who might be able to help you with the Goristro.
Oh,
See,
really?
There's a man down who lives in Gasson. Do you guys know the cities of Borinam?
To a degree.
Here, let me go find my map. He runs downstairs, brings up a map. So this is the country of Borinam. It's quite far away from us, but there in the city of Gasson, there's a very famous demon hunter. He might be able to help you there.
His name is Dante.
I don't know his name, but I've heard of him.
All right, in Garrison.
Yeah, and I think, I used to know someone back when I was doing my studies in potion making who's an expert ritual master. He might be able to help you out as well.
All right, where might we find him?
I haven't seen him in 50 years.
Like,
Do you know where you last
years?
left
How
him?
do Kenkus
The
live?
last time I saw him, I was in Trenbury down there, and that's south of Gasson.
All right, well, that sounds pretty good. It's down there. We'll see if we can get down there at some point, but I don't have much time before where we gotta go.
Alrighty, well, I'm glad I could help you today, and thanks for finding those weasels in my walls.
No problem. Thank you very much for the information.
So I'm just curious, so you're under this slave's curse. What is he having you do?
Well-
Slave business.
Nothing we want to do.
Stopping assassinations, the usual.
Well, that sounds quite noble.
Well, yeah, but I mean, when we asked about it, I mean, that
Technically,
was
when
before
we stopped the assassination, that was before slave.
Right.
So
Now we're going to some sort of prison city. I don't know what's
Oh,
all
you're
about.
going to Bronzefall. Do you
What?
have a guide to get up there?
Oh, no,
We'll find
but
out. We
I
can figure
figured the town would have some sort of carriage up theirs.
Well, getting up there is not so easy. I mean, it's a prison city, yeah? Not just everyone goes up there.
But
He's
if
a
it's a
good
prison
point.
city, isn't it really easy to find because it's like, a big prison on a mountain somewhere?
Well, yeah,
Getting
but you
out-
have to get through the mountains.
Well, do you know someone who can get us through there?
I suppose you could go. Well, we often have
people in the Adventurers Guild down at the bottom of town who go around that area. Maybe they can bring you there, or maybe a cleric might need to go up to Bronzefall has a Temple of Hades. They might need to do some business up there.
Well, that sounds pretty good. I mean, we saw the Temple of Hephaestus on the way here.
Yeah, I would. If you walk up to Bronzefall yourselves, you're dead.
Why would we be dead?
You're gonna get lost in the snowy mountains and die.
Oh no.
Well, that does sound less than optimal.
Okay.
Well, hey, what if we went to the Adventurers Guild? I believe it's that really, really big place with the sword and shield on it.
And all the adventurers.
And all the adventurers in it, if you care to remember.
Yeah, they might know what's going on.
Yeah. Alright.
They might be able to help you there then, Sonny.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I fortunately didn't ask your name, but thank you very much for helping us.
My name's Screech.
That sounds fitting.
Thank you. I think it was better without knowing that.
All right. Well, good luck storming the prison.
Oh, dear God.
Wow, there's a reference to a movie in here.
References?
We're not storming a prison. We're just going there.
In my D&D campaign? It's more likely than you think.
All right, we exit the building. Thank you very much.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
You have left Screech's house.
Also, Michael, thank you for not making her a kinky Kenku lady.
I don't know. She was caressing Pikker. She could still be.
That's because Pikker is the kinky one, not her.
So as you stand atop this mountain, you have a very clear view of the city. Down below, you can see what you believe to be the Adventurers Guild, the Temple of Hephaestus, the tavern, a lumber building, a mining building, and then what appears to be some kind of like a city hall.
Cool.
Well, we have a couple of places we can check now. Y'all mentioned the Adventurers Guild. There's also Temple of Hephaestus. Where would y'all like to begin?
I think the Adventurers Guild would be a pretty good place to start.
Right, might be a good crowd. Us fitting in there and all. We're kind of a motley crew.
At the very least, maybe one of them will know how to get to the mountains.
All right. So, I guess if there are no objections, we shall head out to the Adventurers Guild.
To the Adventurers Guild.
Alrighty. So you go into the Adventurers Guild, and it's quite a big building, and you notice that you're just on what appears to be the first floor, and there's just some tables kind of sitting around and some like little bulletin boards or whatnot. And over to your left, you can see down a little bit of a hallway. There's a little bit of a little office kind of thing with an open window, and a little dragonborn woman kind of sits there and writes down on some papers or whatnot. Are you gonna do anything with that information?
I suppose I'll go up if nobody wants to. Excuse me. I go up to the dragonborn woman.
Hi, how you doing?
Oh,
Why do they all speak like this?
Oh,
The
they're all
same
from around
woman.
here.
What are you doing here? Hi, how you doing?
So it wasn't even a Kenku one before. It was just this human old woman, like with a bird mask, and now she has a dragonborn mask.
She's actually a changeling.
Well,
No, guys,
all
we're just
right.
this isn't even a real city. It's just 12 mimics and doppelgangers walking around.
Yeah, excuse me. We are trying to get to Bronzerfall, and Mr. Screech up there said we'd die if we tried to go.
Mister?
If we tried to go there alone.
Well, yeah, if you try to go to Bronzefall alone, you're probably gonna die.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. You're exactly right.
Are you asking you're gonna want an escort of some sort?
Well, I mean,
Well, that would be the hope.
yeah,
yes.
someone who's been there before, who knows the area. I myself am an outlander, so I can recall geographical features as I see them. Unfortunately, I have not seen them yet. You understand.
All right. Well, it looks like if you're gonna want an escort up there, it's gonna cost you about 100 gold pieces.
Guys, I don't think we have that. I vote that we go find out how to make money first.
Well,
Let's
I
talk.
do have a question. Is it possible there might be anyone just happening to go that way that we could follow?
Well, I can check real quick. She gets up and kind of opens up like what is kind of like a filing cabinet. Kind of looks through there, pulls one of the papers out, looks at it, looks back at you guys, kind of shrugs, and says, "Yeah, I think I could get you hooked up with somebody."
Is she cute?
Oh, not like that, Heckmann.
She kind of pokes her head out of the window and goes, "Adrian!" And so then this half-elf guy kind of walks up to you and walks up and says, "Hey, how's it going?"
Michael, is that you?
What is Adrian's last name, out of curiosity? Is it Toombs, by any chance?
No.
Fuck.
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
So Adrian looks at the woman in the window, and she says, "Hey, these fellas want to go up to Bronzerfall, and I see that you're about to embark on a mission that will take you right past there. Do you think you can escort them? And maybe if they tag along on your mission?" And he looks back at her and says, yeah, that sounds pretty doable." He turns to all of you and extends his right hand and says, "Hi, my name is Adrian."
I extend my left hand and do the same shake.
Why would you do that? Kind
I'm
of looks
Baurus.
a little puzzled.
I reach up to shake Adrian's hands as well.
So I didn't even notice you down there, buddy.
Thank you.
He kind of turns towards Heckmann and Pikker with his hands.
I shake his hand like a normal ass person.
Good. What about Pikker?
I
Once we get all the handshakes out of the
I
way.
poke him in the chest and say, "Hi."
Okay.
Don't
Well,
worry, this is
you're
just
all-
how we greet.
Certainly a little bit strange here, but yeah, what you making it up to Bronzerfall for?
Oh, we don't know.
We were told to go.
Well, okay.
We don't really have a choice in the matter, unfortunately.
Well, hey, yeah, I'm going on a mission, and y'all look like some good adventurers here, so I don't see why you couldn't just tag along with me. But yeah, well, so
Well, we do have a little bit of experience prior, so I guess you could call us adventurers.
all right, and then so he turns back to the woman in the window and says, "Well, hey, why didn't you get a couple registration papers out for us?" And then turns back to you and says, "To get registered in the Adventurers Guild, you need a recommendation from another adventurer who's already in the guild. So if you tag along with me, maybe we could get you signed up to be in the Adventurers Guild."
Oh, I think that might be interesting.
All right. So the woman hands him 4 sheets of paper, and he kind of tucks them away in his pouch and says, "Well, all right. Are y'all all rested up or whatnot? I'm gonna be departing around tomorrow morning at sunrise."
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go.
I'm good to go.
I don't know if anybody else has anything they want to visit in town, but I think I should be ready by the morn.
Actually, Adrian, while you're here, I'm gonna pull out my portrait of a goblin that I pulled out of a pouch in a cell and say, "You wouldn't happen to recognize this guy, would you?"
He kind of looks at the portrait and says, "Well, no, I really can't say that I do."
Okay, thanks for your help. I put it back in my pouch.
Alrighty.
been good.
Well, how about we all just meet right outside of the Maker's Mire tomorrow, right at sunrise, and we can start heading on our quest there.
Sounds good
All
to me.
right. Sounds good, Adrian. By the way, I'm Baurus.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess I should learn your names. So nice to meet you, Boris. And what do y'all go by?
Raising hands from down below his eyes, his cone of vision. Milo down here.
Nice to meet you, Milo.
My name's Heckmann.
Down
My
here.
name's
My
Richard.
name's Heckmann. I extend
Nice
my
to
hand
meet
for
you.
another handshake.
He shakes it.
My name's Pikker, and then I poke him again.
We could maybe not do that again, but all right, I'll meet you all at sunrise, and he leaves.
Cool. Adrian seems nice.
Hey, before we go on the trip tomorrow, is there like a little magic store we could go to? Maybe buy some potions so we don't die.
Yeah, you can head your way down to. I mean, you should probably ask someone about that.
I would like to ask, is there a place that we can go buy? There it is.
What?
What is
Is
that
there a
from? Rocky?
Adrian!
Is there a place that we could go? I'm gonna ask the dragonborn woman who smokes a pack a day and ask her if there is a magic store nearby.
She kind of says like, well, I don't know if he has a magic store around here, but you could try going to the Temple of Hephaestus. They might have some magic items or whatnot.
Okay,
Her voice
sure.
changed very significantly.
Yeah, I
gave-
can't remember what I did.
You basically just did Screech all over again.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but like Screech light.
Yeah, Screech Light. Anyways,
Like,
I'm gonna go to the temple.
Screech smokes 20 packs. She only smokes like 10.
Listen, accents aren't my forte, but I'm really
Okay.
trying here.
Okay, let's
No,
go
no,
to.
I
Let's
love
just
it.
go to. No, it's fun. Let's just go to the Temple of Hephaestus.
Alrighty, as you
To
get
try to
there,
find
Follow
something.
along as well.
you see plenty of people just kind of hammering away at some anvils out front, and they're all nice and smiling at you. And if you want to go inside, there's kind of an open area, and there's a bunch of people kind of hammering away or doing blacksmithing stuff. And towards the back of the room, you see a little bit of a counter with some merchandise behind it, and there's a guy there.
I'm going to walk up to the counter and try to find a stool so I can stand on it.
All right, you stand
So,
on a stool.
I start flipping tables
Hello.
and whipping people for selling things in the church.
Oh, no.
I'm just gonna greet. I'm gonna greet the merchant behind the counter. Hello.
Hello.
Oh dear God.
How you doing?
Okay. I am doing fine. Would you happen to have anything that 4 adventurers like us could get our hands on that would make adventuring a little bit less painful?
Yeah, I think so. And this little halfling is standing behind
Wait,
the.
he's another halfling?
Yeah, he's a halfling. He's standing behind the counter. He kind of jumps down and looks around for some stuff. Comes up, and he's got an assortment of like daggers and armor and a sword and some buckles and stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, what do you need?"
Are there
He
any
kinda-
like?
Notices that you're looking in a book, I guess, and says, "Well, hey, now we've got some
Nothing I
Lots
can afford.
lots of types of armor. We got leather, studded leather, chain mail."
Michael, I've already got chainmail. Like, I'm as good as I can get until we have over 200 gold pieces. I'm at as good as I can get.
Well, alrighty then.
I was more. Do you have anything like potions? Like
Oh
something
yeah,
to
well,
heal
why
us?
didn't you say so? He jumps back down and brings up just a few small potions. Not very grandiose.
Are they potions of healing? Because I would very much like one.
Yeah, I have some potions of healing here.
Do you have any potions that'll make me think better?
You know what? I don't think I have any of those.
Okay.
So, how much for that potion of healing?
Well, I'm gonna have to see right now. Let me just check a little quick here. I could sell you one for 20 gold pieces.
Is it at all possible that we could make? Is it possible that we could work you down to 15 gold pieces? Persuasion check potentially.
Roll.
20.
He says, well, for a halfling cousin like you, I could get you down to 15 gold pieces.
I will take. I will very gladly take. I kind of look back at Pikker. Pikker, do you think we could use 2 for 30 pieces?
I mean, I suppose.
Okay, I can pay I can pay for 1, but I can't spend. I don't have 30 gold pieces. I have 26.
Yeah, I can give you another 15.
Okay, so we each pay him 15 for 2 of the. Yeah.
Alrighty, well here you go. And he gives you 2 potions of healing.
Okay, who should hold on to these? I'll hold on to 1 because I'm probably the last person to go down.
I don't like taking damage, so I can hold on to the second one.
Okay,
Well,
so we'll
you
have
did
2.
help pay for it, so that makes sense.
Okay, so we'll each have 2 of these. Basically, if one of us goes down, shove this in our throats.
Just a
Alrighty.
whole potion bottle.
Fucking eat the bottle.
It's like, anybody ever play the Epic Battle Fantasy games ever?
No.
Did I
Never.
just receive a snapshot from Jared Joyal?
A snapshot?
It's a game where like you have food as your items, but they always just eat the entire thing. So like they'll eat the entire can of beer and stuff like that.
He's eating
All
a
right.
cookie.
Well, can I help you with anything else?
Back with some more fun facts. Did you know the FDA can literally put up to 20% wax in your favorite cookie brand? Because I did.
It's true.
It's true. Michael Crouch
I do that.
knows all about that.
I think that we should be good unless anybody else wants to buy something.
You know, they can also put bees in fig Newtons.
Bees. Whole bees.
You guys.
Whole bees.
Alrighty.
Does the halfling have any fig Newtons? I'd really like to purchase some of
Excuse
those.
me, sir, you wouldn't happen to have a restroom.
Yes, I do. Any points?
It has
over
been
to
so
this?
long since I've hit the job.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a pee. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm back from my potty break.
Alrighty. Are we all ready?
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna
suppose so.
violently open up my snack here.
Oh, I should do the same.
Everyone, violently open up your snacks now.
I can
Yeah, I
reach my
might
snack.
do that too. I have some caramels.
Oh my god.
It's a war zone out there.
I do have a bag of chips downstairs. I could actually grab
Yeah,
that.
could you just choose the loudest snack in your arsenal, please?
Yes, I will be right back.
Thank you.
Keep your eyes on me.
Okay, I got my chips.
Physically.
chips.
See, I'm back. I'm already back.
Hi, back. I'm Caleb.
Hi, Caleb. I'm Caleb again.
I
Alright,
think I'm
so
still
you're
kind
all
of figuring out what my
You're all
character is.
just standing in this temple of Hephaestus.
This temple of asbestos.
I would like to stand here until it's time to leave.
I would like to stand motionless, facing the front door.
I press T and select wait 12 hours.
Alright. As you just kind of stand around, one of the clerics comes up and says, "Hello, mate. You're just kind of standing around here. We don't really appreciate loitering."
Oh, sorry. I start running in place.
Maybe you should all go down to the tavern, get a room or something.
Oh no, it's not that kind of relationship.
Yeah. If anything, I just need a little cozy corner, and then, everyone just kind of totem poles on top of me. You know how it is.
Listen, I'm sorry, but you're not welcome to stay here. You might as well leave now, please.
So let's
Michael,
go back
why
to
is everyone we meet is so rude to us after like 5
All
minutes?
You guys have been standing around in the temple for a long time.
I mutter in Orin to Pikker. Hey, let's say we kill him.
No!
Probably not.
Oh.
We do still need to get to Bronzer Fall. The sooner we get there, the sooner we can be free from this curse.
I know how to get to Bronzer Fall. If we become
Can't
criminals,
understand
we
them.
go
They're
to-
speaking in Orin.
No, I know. This isn't Milo speaking. This is David. If we become criminals, they'll send us to Bronzer Fall.
Oh shoot, you figured it out.
But in all seriousness, I will go to the tavern and try to book a room.
All right, you go to the
Let's go
tavern,
do that.
and that guy's like, "Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
Oh,
We could
hello.
use a room for the night.
Just one for all 4 of you.
4
Well,
rooms
how-
for the night.
How big are the rooms?
4 rooms. They're big enough for one person, eh?
What if one of us is a halfling?
Well, I don't seem to have any half rooms, do I?
That was a good reply.
It'll be 5 silver pieces each for a room. for
I
the night.
have that. I just sold a gold
All right,
necklace
now
to
we're
a lady.
talking.
You probably
I will give
didn't
him
need
5
to know
silver
that.
pieces. I will give him 5 silver pieces.
All righty then. Well, here's the keys to all your rooms. Go make yourselves comfortable.
Okay.
Before we go up, can I buy 1 pitcher of beer and 1 pint of beer?
Yeah, that'd be 7 silver pieces.
So I only have gold pieces.
I can break
Each
them
one
for you.
is worth 10.
All right, I'll give you 1 gold piece.
Cool,
and then
laddie,
please
you want
break
your
it for
change
me.
back?
Yes, please.
Here's your change.
How much? Is it
3
3?
silver pieces.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Sorry, I'm not a smart Kenku.
He's not a smart
Here
monkey.
I'm gonna hand Heckmann the pitcher, and I'm gonna drink my pint.
I take a swig and then followed by a lot more swigs.
Sips. Not
Gulps,
swigs.
if you will.
Sips.
I gargle it, and I stare Boris in the
I'll go
face
up
while
there.
I gargle.
I grimace.
I will go upstairs and I will change out of my armor.
Alrighty.
I'll go
and you're
upstairs.
naked.
Yeah. I also go upstairs and rest for the day.
I have clothes.
Do you though?
Yes.
Alright.
Kind of wish you didn't.
Is everyone
I
just
had
gonna
10
long
and you don't
rest?
rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna long rest.
Yes.
Alright, you all wake up very nice and rested, and you can see the sun is just starting to rise out of your windows.
It reminds me of the sun, Claire.
I run over and I knock on Pikker's door, hoping I get the right
Knock,
door.
knock.
I don't respond.
Oh God, I picked
I am still
I
asleep.
picked the wrong door.
Wow, that sounds familiar.
I knock a little harder.
I kind of wake up and I'm like, what's up?
I keep knocking.
Hello?
I continue to knock.
I open the door.
I just bap Pikker in the face, thinking I'm still knocking.
I just stand there and take it for a couple seconds until he realizes. I'm too tired to respond.
Good morning, Pikker. It's adventure time.
Come on, tell your friends.
That's it.
Oh wait, I am your
Yeah,
friend.
but I think we need to get to a different zone. Like, the adventure zone.
Alright, let's go.
So the sun has risen.
Okay, while this chaos has been going on, I'll just wake up in my room and like write a few notes in the little journal I've been keeping, and then get ready for the day.
Write a few notes.
Oh,
These
Milo
guys
has
are
very-
retarded.
My teammates are morons, but they're okay at the same time. So
Alright, so let's get up and go see if we can find Adrian.
Alright, you
Not
all
before,
meet.
of course, getting a good breakfast.
Alright. You all get a good breakfast, and it's yummy. It's on the house with your stay, so
oh, how kind.
good and nice. And then as you all exit, you see Adrian waiting on the side of the road for you. And he says, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
Hello,
going.
Adrian. Good to see
We're
you
doing
again.
pretty fine.
Alright, well, are you guys ready to embark on a journey?
Ready as
We
I'll
are.
ever be.
Milo, do you need to grab your pony at all?
I assume that I travel around with him in the town.
He sleeps with you in your room.
No, but when I wake up, he's a medium-sized creature, so he takes up no more space than you guys do.
All right, just checking. All right, well, I think we're about ready to go. Is it just you joining us?
Yeah, so you guys will be joining me, and we're just gonna go up, and none of you are afraid of insects, are you?
I am an insect, if you know what I mean.
Not particularly.
I don't know
why.
what that means at all.
All right.
No,
Well, I'm gonna take that as a no. And let's head out. So,
all right.
Adrian brings you over to the stables and gets on his carriage, and there's enough room for all of you to fit in there. And you start going out on this journey up towards Bronzerfall.
So what brings you to Bronzerfall, Adrian?
Well, so as you're on this carriage, you're noticing it's getting really snowy. And Adrian replies to Baurus and says, well, so we've been getting word about this cave full of rather large creatures inside of it, and we've been tasked with taking them down. So we're doing a little bit of extermination here today. And then we'll be not too far away from Bronzerfall when we reach that cave. So then I figure that I can just bring you over there since I know the way.
All right, we'll just help you with the bugs, and then we'll be on our merry way.
Alrighty.
And hey, if we do well enough, maybe we can join your little adventure club thing.
Yeah, we'll see how you do, and if I like what I'm seeing, I'll give you guys a good recommendation.
Nice.
These guys are fucking retarded.
Well, like...
Alrighty,
Okay.
so as you're on the carriage, you're just kind of chit-chatting away or whatnot, and then you eventually get to this cave where you all step out, and it's a bit snowy, but it's not too cold. And so Adrian kind of walks towards the front of the cave and says, all right, well, so basically we're just going to go in there and take care of whatever monsters we see in there. Are y'all ready?
When you say take care, do you mean like
Are we going to
raise them at our
care
own?
for the tend to their wounds?
He kind of smashed his fist into his open hand as like a symbol.
Gotcha.
Viva la revolution.
Vive la France.
Now, are these like monsters, actual monsters, or are these metaphorical monsters for the demons that attack us every day?
Adrian
Boris,
just
you got-
kind of looks at Baurus and then walks inside the cave.
I suppose we should.
I think we're
probably
making a
follow
really
along.
good impression.
I follow right behind him. Like almost too close, but definitely not too close.
So kind
I
of
follow
what you
behind.
do to me every time we're walking around.
Yeah.
I follow behind Heckmann, but absolutely way too close.
Like, and I just kind of like walk right behind him, just looming over. So like I'm right behind, but I'm also kind of over them.
Alrighty. Cool. So you all enter a big room,
I've got my sword out.
and Adrian's kind of waiting in there for you. And once you all reach him, he says, alrighty now, well, so there's two paths in front of us here. And so one's leading over there, and he points left. And one's leading over there, and he points
I look
right.
left and I look
Says-
right as he points.
Cool.
I look
right.
right and I look left.
There it
Yes.
is.
And he mentions, well, so one, I know that this little cave here is kind of in a circle, so I figure that I'll go one of these ways, and you guys can go the other way, and we should meet up at the end together.
Oh, just like to make sure nothing escapes, right? I mean, I don't see a point to like splitting up the party if we don't need to, but
Well,
So
we'll
that makes-
split up, because, this way we can make sure that nothing gets out, since we're covering both exits. And,
Then this way, I'll see how well you fare based off of how far I can make it into this thing, and we'll see around what time we both get into the middle.
All right, sounds perfectly logical. You
All
go
right.
alone, and then we all go together.
Well, so which
plan.
path would you like to take, the right or the left?
I vote right.
I'm liking
All right,
the
let's
left.
go to the left. It's decided.
Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
As you,
I see how it is.
as you start heading to the left, you hear some weird insect noises.
Can
And
you please make those noises?
it's like... and 5 giant fire beetles come out of the walls from
Oh,
around
shoot.
you. Please roll initiative.
Initiative.
That was fast.
I got a
Oh.
9.
Hey, 16!
Oh,
look,
no.
Look at me, I can roll, guys.
You're
That's
higher than
23.
that.
That's the wrong channel. Hold on. I got a 9.
Oh no!
This number 9 is the most important
Alrighty.
document we will ever have.
So,
Gotta love those nat 20 initiative rolls.
so Pikker, you're gonna go first, and so there's 2 fire beetles in front of you, 2 on your left and 1 on your right, and they're
How
all about
far?
15 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna back up another 15 feet
All right,
if there's room to do so.
there is so much room to do so.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my short bow
All right,
and fucking shoot an arrow at one of the ones on the side that has 2.
all right, cool.
Okay. Alright, that's gonna be a 14.
A 14.
Yeah.
All right, you hit.
Okay. And then 1d6 plus 3.
How much damage do you do?
4.
4 damage.
Yeah, including
Alright,
my plus 3.
You shoot this fire beetle straight in the eyes, and it brains kind of shoot out of it, and it slumps over
Oh,
and dies.
wow.
Oh shit.
Oh wow!
They're not very bulky, are they?
All right, and then I believe it would be Milo's turn. No, excuse me, Baurus.
Yeah, it's me, Mario. So where are all the beetles right now?
So there's 1 in front of you, 2 to your left, and 1 on your right, all 15 feet away.
Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna cast Shillelagh and then kind of
I'm gonna whip out my shillelagh real quick.
Well, I could do that. Actually, what I might do is, yeah, I'm gonna use Thorn Whip and whip the one on the right closer to us, and then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do because it's one action. So.
All right, go ahead.
All right, let's see. Melee spell attack. I will roll 13. Does it hit?
Yeah, it hits. How much damage you do?
Okay, so then it will do. The creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
They are small.
Okay, perfect. Which means they are right next to us and everything. So,
Well, how much damage did you do?
1d6. Here, let's.
Yes, that's a variable amount.
That is a variable amount.
I checked.
Cool. 1d6.
All right, you whip this thing with some thorns, and it explodes and dies.
Jeez. All right. These
All
are
right.
frail beasts.
So now Adrian is gonna pop out, and he runs over to the right side of you
Wait,
to get
Adrian?
one of the Adrian.
Weren't we supposed to split
I
up?
thought he was going with a different. Yeah, I thought we were splitting up.
No, you're still in the first room. This is before you split up.
Oh, okay.
So we
yeah.
thought about going to the left, but bugs just came out.
I said as you head your way towards the left, 5 fire beetles come out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giant.
Okay,
Fire
Mr.
beetles.
DM. I'm sorry, Mr. DM, sir.
All right, so he runs over to one, and he reaches. He does this really cool. He jumps, and in midair, he grabs his bow and an arrow and shoots one right in the head, and lands on the other side of it, and it blows.
Okay,
up.
That seems a
Legolas.
little excessive.
Oh damn!
Alrighty. I believe now it is Milo.
Okay. Where are they in relation to where I am standing?
So I believe there is still one in front of you, one
Directly
on
in
your
front of
right,
me?
and one on your left. They're all 15 feet away.
I will pull out one of my javelins and chuck it.
All right. At whom?
Let's go with the one
At
on the right.
Adrian.
At Heckmann.
All right. Roll for the hit.
At Adrian. No, the one on the right.
Yeah, roll for that hit.
15.
Alrighty. Now roll for the damage.
7 points of damage.
All right. You throw a javelin and it goes straight through the entire body of the fire beetle and he dies.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
All right. And Heckmann.
All right.
You get to go now.
I look Adrian.
There's one more fire beetle.
One more?
Yeah.
All right. I
Yeah.
look Adrian in the eye and I'm like, watch this. I load. Actually, no, I just take a hand axe. I'm just going to lob this hand axe. But I take it out in a very dramatic fashion. Just kind of like full crossbody, hold it above my head. And then with a little flick of the wrist, I just kind of fling it gracefully towards the last fire beetle.
It like
Alright.
doesn't spin, you
Oh,
throw
wow.
it, and it just launches straight.
Yeah, and
forward.
I rolled a
It's impossible.
19, so that's gonna be 23 to hit.
Yeah, you hit him.
I was still hoping that you rolled a 1
I
right
know,
there.
right? That would have been super embarrassing. And I'm gonna do probably. You add your strength modifier to the hit as well, right? Or
Yeah, but not your proficiency.
okay, yeah. So I rolled and I got an 8 points of damage.
All right. So as this hand axe flies perfectly through the air without spinning, because it's not spinning, actually, just the handle hits the fire guy in the face, and then it kind of bops over. But the impact was so much that it crushed the beetle's face inward, and he died.
Nice.
Cool. So now there's 5 dead fire beetles on the ground, and Adrian looks at all of you and says, "Nice work," and then runs into the hallway to the right.
I can assure you, this never happens.
I pick up my hand axe.
I'm gonna grab my javelin.
Alrighty.
Cool. I suppose we should go to the left then now.
Well, you said it best.
Alrighty. So as you get into this room on the left, you enter a pretty small room, and there's like a bookcase and a desk with a pen and like a quill and ink next to some parchment, and then just a regular like wooden door with just a doorknob, no lock on it.
There's a door. There's a room in this cave.
Yeah.
That's a bit odd.
Like it's become kind of like one of those dungeons that you'd see in Skyrim, where like there's cobblestone kind of lined around and some wooden infrastructure.
Interesting. Someone must be living here then.
Oh, maybe they're dead now.
Perhaps. He said that we're just kind of in a room now. Is there anything interesting?
So there's this this door in front of you and some paper and parchment with quill and ink, and
They're writing on the parchment.
I go look at the
There is no writing on the parchment.
Okay.
I walk up to the parchment and I write on it. I
What do you
write,
write?
Heckmann was here.
Heckmann was
That's
here.
exactly it.
There it is.
Let's see here.
Cool.
All right, and so after you have finished and you put the quill away, the quill is magically lifted up and goes back to the paper and crosses out what you just wrote and writes, "That was not very courteous of you." And then it goes
What?
back into its thing of ink.
It's magic.
All right.
Guys,
I
it's
pick
a
up
witch.
Okay, so I go over there and write.
It's a witch. We had to
Wait,
burn
is
it.
someone there on the piece of paper?
All right, as you put the quill down, it writes, "No one is here."
I thought
I pick up the
Heckmann was
quill
here.
Yeah.
and I write down, don't fuck with my friend Heckmann.
The quill crosses out the word fuck and says, "Please watch your language, kind sir."
I write down fuck shit.
The quill is lifted up, and the paper that is now kind of full is crumpled up and it gets thrown across the room as another piece of paper from the stack next to it replaces it. And the quill pokes Pikker in the face.
Ow.
So I grabbed the quill and was like, "So are you alive?" And in parentheses, like the quill.
The quill writes, "I am neither alive nor am I dead."
Well,
What's
that
its
answers
name?
that.
Is its name Peter?
Peter Cotton Quill.
Peter Quill.
Okay, I'm calling it Peter. This is Peter. I specifically write down, "We're calling you Peter now."
The quill shrugs.
Wait, how's this shrug?
Does it
Hi
like
there, I
type?
can do that.
Does it write down asterisk? Shrugs asterisk.
I'm gonna take the quill, and I'm gonna just draw a little smiley face on the paper and see what it does.
The quill crosses out your smiley face and says, "Please do not waste my paper."
Rude!
I pick up the quill. And I say,
Oh my goodness.
"Sorry if it has seemed that we are wasting your paper. I personally, Heckmann, apologize for my previous remarks and will consequently stop abusing this magic that we do not understand. Please accept these apologies with your utmost courteousness," and then the page is full.
The page crumples up and gets thrown across the room and is replaced. And then the quill writes, "I appreciate your courteous remarks."
So I take the quill now and try to write, smaller just to conserve paper. It's that, "Why are you here?"
And the quill says, or writes, "That is neither here nor there."
Who ask it if it needs
It's very
certainly is
clearly here.
ask it if it needs magical paper or any paper works.
Is someone gonna do that?
Oh, you were asking. I thought we've just been passing this quill back and forth, so I guess I'll write that.
All right. It says any paper works.
I vote we take the quill with us.
Well, now, hold on. What if...
Well, I want to ask
Yo.
first. I want to ask for consent.
Gross. Well, what if... what if it's not the quill, but there's some magical being here with us, and also not with us? I said that in my character voice, as in I'm speaking to the group. I just forgot to use my character voice.
Perhaps. I didn't catch all that. You want to write it down?
I'm very much confused by what you just.
Alright, hold on. I take the quill and I write, "So, are you controlling the quill, or is the quill in some sense magical?"
The quill then writes, "I am the quill."
Oh, it is Peter Quill.
All right.
All right, guys, we're taking Peter with us if he's all right with that.
I vote we take Peter.
If Peter's all right with
Alright,
that.
I write down, "Hey, is it cool if we kind of just take you? You're neat."
The quill writes down, "I am here to protect the door."
What
What's
door?
up with the door?
Wait, can we take a look around the room and look for a door?
I told
No,
you there's a door!
he told us there was a door.
I didn't see the door.
Oh my goodness, he told us. I ask what's behind the door.
The quill says, "Do you really think I'm going to tell you that? I just said I was going to protect the door."
I write yes. I do think he
The quill writes no.
I'm gonna write down. We mean the door, no harm. Could we please just take a look?
Take a look behind the door.
Yeah, behind the door.
The quill says, "Since you asked nicely," and then the door opens.
Alright, I snatched the quill and I put it in my pack.
The quill flings out of your
God.
pack and pokes you in the face.
Ow. I write on the paper, sorry.
The paper crumples up and gets thrown into your face. And the new paper replaces
I
it.
like Peter.
Okay,
I
so
like
with the
Peter
door
a lot.
open, I would like to look through the door.
Oh, there's a door?
So, inside this room, you can see what appears to be kind of like a study or like some kind of a like a lounge-ish area. There's like a area where a campfire would be lit, and there's still some lit torches in here, and there's an alchemy table over to the side and a bookcase or two. And you do notice some holes in the wall that seem to have been burrowed out.
I sense bugs.
Yeah, right. There might be a little bit of beetles in there.
Unfortunately, we can't burn them out because they all seem to be fire beetles.
Alright,
Well, I mean, we dealt with the ones before, all right. So we could just
That's true.
deal with these.
Do we want to just try to poke the holes and see what happens, or what do we?
Can
what
I
are we
take-
planning?
Can I take a more in-depth perception around before we start poking holes?
Sure.
Okay. It's gonna be 20.
20. Okay, you notice that there's a campfire that used to be there. There's an alchemy table with some potion materials, a couple bookcases, and some holes in the wall. And you notice that these holes are a lot bigger than what the fire beetles came out of.
Interesting.
Mm.
Might be
Maybe
a
we
little
don't want
bigger.
to.
They're like maybe 3 feet by 3 feet.
Yeah. And is there another door on the other side, kind of thing?
Oh yeah, and you do notice another door on the other side. Sorry, I forgot to mention
Thank you.
that. Yeah, that's my bad.
No, it's a dead end.
I mean, it might.
It's
Is there
another pen and paper.
Anything interesting on the bookcases?
Books. Nothing too interesting that you would notice, but you do notice that one of the books sticks out a little bit.
I'm gonna pull that book a little
you're gonna
bit.
yank
You
it.
pull the book and it comes out.
Okay. Can I open the book?
Yeah, as you open the book, you realize it's one of those books that's been carved out.
Ooh.
I knew it.
Inside, you find about 4 gold pieces and a dagger.
That's the most treasure we've got in all campaign.
I'm gonna take all of that.
All right, take it all.
Cool.
Ooh, what'd you find there, Pikker?
4 gold pieces and a dagger.
From
Oh, nice.
inside the book?
Yeah.
I start yanking a couple books off and just opening them.
All right, and as this ruckus takes place, you hear some more insect noises coming from.
Oh, yikes.
These ones sound a little more like.
My
Is
immersion.
there a torch anywhere nearby?
Yeah, there are torches around the walls.
Yeah, I'd like to throw one of those torches in one of the holes and just before we get swarmed.
All right, you do that, and you hear a lot of like. noise.
Ah!
And out of one of the other holes come 2 giant centipedes.
Oh, yikes.
Fall down onto the ground, and y'all should roll
Alright,
initiative.
hold on. When you say giant, do you mean like bigger or smaller than Milo?
They are like smaller. They're about Milo's size.
Oh, good.
actually.
I like how we use me as the measurement.
It's good. How many Milos?
How many Milos is
Exactly.
this?
I rolled a 14.
Alrighty. Pikker, why don't you take us off?
Okay. I guess. How far away are they?
So there's 2, and they both came out of the same hole, so they're about 25 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna bow.
Cool. I vote.
At one of them, I don't care.
Alrighty.
And it's gonna be a 14.
14. You hit him.
Ah! And it's gonna be a 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright, so you shoot the centipede right between the eyes, and he makes out some really nice isopod noises, but he's still alive.
Isopods.
Cool. And would you like to do anything else?
I don't think so.
Alright. Heckman, your go.
I say, hey guys, watch this. And I charge up to the Cenoboy that Pikker just poked at. And I take my glorious great axe, and I whack him. I whack him with my great axe.
Alright, roll for that hit.
Whack.
I got a 13.
Alright,
Nice.
and you said that this is the one that
Yes.
Pikker hit?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, roll for damage.
I got an 8.
Alright, you drop that bad boy right in half, and he lets out some more bug noises as he dies.
Nice.
I like how you've
Nice.
given up on making the bug noises.
He's made enough,
Yeah.
you know.
I know.
So
I know. It just
if he was,
Alrighty.
they
so,
sound kind of like.
So then the second giant centipede is gonna skirt right around both Pikker and Heckman, and gets right up to Milo, and he's gonna try to hit you.
Why me? It's not like I
You're the
burned your
smallest in the
cousins.
group. All right, and he tries to bite you. He bites right at your feet, but he kind
Wait.
of misses you.
If he's going around us, does that give us an opportunity thing?
He kind of crawled along the walls, so no, he was.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's confusing.
All right. And he missed Milo. And now it's either Milo or Boris.
No, I rolled a 10.
You
It would be Milo because I have -1 initiative.
Cool.
Oh, okay, cool. I will slice up at this centipede that dares attack me.
Do it.
And I rolled a 12.
12. So you try to slice him, and you
Dang
just
it.
barely nick his skin, but it does not work.
Curses!
Would you like to do anything else?
I have no other options.
All right, Boris, you're up.
It's me, Baurus.
I'm
So there's only this last centipede left.
Yeah, as
All
you're fighting, you do notice the corpses of 2 burnt centipedes fall out of the other hole.
Nice.
Hey!
Cool. I'm going to cast Shillelagh this time, make my quarterstaff. Why do you laugh each time I say Shillelagh?
okay, so you whip out your shillelagh, and then you talk about your quarterstaff in the same sentence. Come on, man.
Shut up! I'm sensitive about it.
I'm sensitive.
Anyways, so it's now a 1d8 damage, and I'm gonna whack the centipede with my quarterstaff.
Do it. Roll for the hit.
I do. Roll 1d20 plus 5. Oof.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
That's a 9.
All right, you whap the ground right next to this centipede.
It's dark in here.
Yeah,
It is.
because you took the torch off the wall, huh?
I took one of the torches. You told me there were multiples.
All right, so now it's Picker's turn again.
Okay. How far away am I?
25 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna run up directly in front of this centipede.
Do it.
Can I tell where its eyes are?
It's either facing Boris.
Okay. I'm gonna run up right next to Baurus and just fucking stab it in the eyes with my rapier.
Why would you stab me in the eyes?
I'm stabbing the centipede in the eyes.
Oh,
Wait.
Okay. Alright, that's gonna be a 19.
All right, I think you hit it.
Okay. You think?
I
think
tried.
so.
Okay. Oh! That's gonna be 11 damage.
All right.
Nice.
Poke this bad boy right in the eyeballs, and it makes some grandiose isopods noises. And it dies.
Wow.
Guys, I did it.
And the smell of burnt centipede fills the room.
We
just
finally
like
did it,
Mama
guys.
used to make 'em.
The government actually found someone we're looking for.
Wait, what?
I don't know. This is a reference to the Simpsons movie.
Okay.
Don't even worry
Well,
about it.
Why was the quill protecting this room, by the way?
What do
Is there anything
Maybe he was protecting the 5 gold pieces that
That's
I
true.
found.
Well, perhaps maybe there's something past this next door.
Is there
Maybe.
another quill?
I try to open
I'm gonna go back to the quill
All
and
right.
write on the paper. Out of curiosity, what was it that you were protecting here?
the centipedes.
My master.
Should we tell him? Should we tell Peter?
The beetles are dead.
I don't think the beetle was his master. I think his master was eaten by beetles.
I mean, his master might be in the next room.
Yeah, like I'm trying to open it, but we're dealing with this one first.
Okay, sure. We'll open the door, and if just for future reference, if we find out that Peter's master has been eaten, what do we tell Peter?
We tell him that it's time to go to the space because your mama died from cancer.
So we'll tell him that his master is dead. So I assume we're telling Peter that master has died, if that is the case, and that will offer Peter to come with us instead.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Sounds good to
So
me.
I'm just laughing at the fact that, hey, Peter, you're gonna go to space.
I know.
What is this?
It's because he's Peter Quill.
Okay, what are you guys gonna do now?
I'm opening the door.
Alright, as you try to open the door, you notice it's locked, and then a book flies off the wall and opens up, and a quill is inside
Oh
of it.
God.
Another one!
Another one?
Yeah, and this quill flips to a page and underlines a line that says, "You may not enter."
All right. I got this, guys. I pick up the quill. I scribble out the word "not," and then I put the quill back.
Yes!
I'm
What
so
the-
mad. The door That's not what I was thinking of, but it works.
It's just too good.
I'm just gonna pat the book on the spine and be like, "Thank you, book."
I'm gonna take the quill and write down, "Thank you, Meredith."
Wait, what?
This quill's name is Meredith.
Quill?
Meredith Quill.
Yes,
Except
it's
less
Peter
the-
Quill's mother.
Yeah,
It's,
no.
it's less. I think the book is the living thing, not the. Wait, Michael, is the book the living thing or is it the quill?
The book falls onto the ground.
Okay, it's the quill. Gotcha. Meredith Quill is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You may
Alright,
not
so the
pass.
door's open.
Let's look through the door. What do we see?
In this room, it's pretty small, but you see a bunch of chests that line the wall.
Chests.
Uh-oh.
Chests that can be
Yes,
opened.
chests. But I don't know.
Well,
I think
hypothetically.
Pikker got excited.
I got very excited.
I walk in before Pikker
Wait.
and I try to open a chest to get my share of gold pieces.
Oh boy. Is there anything like on the walls, like any
pieces and a
holes?
dagger?
There are no holes in the wall.
Any other doors or just chests?
There's another chest that is at the end of the room. Or, excuse me, a door that is at the end of the room. I keep forgetting to tell you guys about the door.
How
I
many
mean, I
chests are
assume
there?
because we've already been told it's
Yeah,
a
I
loop.
mean, it's just because I have the map on here, so I just like am talking about what's in the room, and I always forget about what
Yeah,
doors are. Yeah.
How many chests are there?
I'd say there's 3 or 4.
I want to
All right.
open one.
I'm gonna go over to the one next to Heck and try and open it up with a crowbar.
I will try to open up the last one.
All
I
right.
guess if there's one more, I'll try to open it.
As you all try to open up these chests, from behind one of the chests comes another quill.
Oh, yikes.
Oh boy.
Another one?
Yep. And some pieces of paper come from underneath one of the other chests.
Fuck yeah! Give us another one!
Alrighty.
All right.
And so this chest starts to draw a picture.
The chest starts to draw.
The quill starts to draw a picture on the paper that came up, and it looks quite like this.
This quill's name is Jason, by the way.
And there you go.
I love it.
Thank you. Wait,
Wait, so it draws us this?
brother, the sun will shine upon us again.
I
Praise the
take the
sun!
quill, and I write down, "Thank you for this beautiful picture. Unfortunately, I do not have a refrigerator to pin it up on, but I would if I had a refrigerator. May we please open up these chests?"
The paper crumbles before you, and then a new one comes up, and the quill draws another picture on it.
Same one?
I'm drawing it right now.
Okay.
No.
I really love these drawings, by the way.
Oh,
This is
guys, you've heard all the legends, right?
The house under the rainbow. Pot
No.
of gold, leprechauns!
Pot of gold.
Leprechauns!
Leprechauns.
So
I'm really
we
liking
got
the
here
sound
a
of the
rainbow,
gold.
and then a house with sun.
So, sunny house, rainbow.
So I kind of look in the room. Is there anything like marking the chests or the room, or is it just plain?
There's just this quill floating around with some paper.
All the quests have the Lucky Charm symbols on them.
I'm gonna continue trying to open up the chest.
Yeah, did they just not open at all?
It does not budge.
I take the quill and I write on the piece of paper. Yeah, give us another one.
The paper crumbles up, and another drawing is made for you.
It's
It's a
loading.
horse.
I love it.
I
Is it
cannot
a horse?
see it yet. Oh, it is a
horse! Yay!
Okay. So we have sun over a house, like a day, a rainbow, and a horse.
Are there any more pictures? Or is this the last one?
He holds this picture up in front of you,
It's a horsey. Is that my horsey?
and the quill is like down at level where you could grab it.
I grab the quill.
All right.
I write horse on the piece of paper.
The first chest opens up.
Oh, I look at it. I look inside it. I look
Paper-
inside the chest.
The paper
I read-
crumbles, and a new drawing is made.
Oh. I
On
write
this one,
crab.
I write down.
I write crab.
Hey, I
I
beat
write
you all to
spider.
it.
Well, wait. So in the first chest that is being made, you find yourself a nice a steel shield, 5 gold pieces, and a small trinket that appears to be a glass jar containing lard that reads griffin grease.
Containing what?
Containing
It says
lard.
griffin grease.
Yeah.
It says griffin grease on it. I would like to write crab on the second one and then open the
Yeah.
chest.
So I thought I heard crab, and spider. So after writing crab on it, the paper is crumpled up and thrown away, and a new drawing is put out.
Uh-oh.
Aw.
Alright. Alright, I got this one.
No, I want one.
But I want a treasure chest.
I want some
you
cool
got the
shit.
last one.
No,
No.
Heckmann got the last one.
Heckmann got the last one.
Oh, wait.
Tree! David, Milo writes tree.
All right, the second chest opens up.
I would like to see what is inside that. You guys have fun.
Inside, you find 2 potions of healing
Ooh, hey, look, more potions.
and 7 gold pieces.
Hey,
Aw.
gold.
Nice.
And then the thing draws another picture.
I'm gonna draw write sword on it.
All right, and the third chest opens up.
I'm gonna open up that chest and look inside.
Inside the chest, you find a nice fiddle, along with its little thingamajig. What do you call it? The string, the bow with the fiddle. Yeah, and a bunch of sheet music inside.
Oh.
Ooh.
Does anyone know how to play this fiddle?
No.
Boris, I'm looking at you.
I can't play an instrument.
We could sell it at least.
Hey, Michael, I have a performance skill now because of the amulet of Apollo. Am I allowed to try the fiddle?
No, you are banned from trying the fiddle.
Well, we all have the performance skill. You just have
I have proficiency in it, which is why
I have proficiency. I could get double proficiency if we want.
Well, no, you can only get double proficiency on 2 skills. You'll have to wait till level 4 for that.
No, I mean I could get double proficiency if you hand me.
Boris sadly kicks the last chest, wondering if there's ever another drawing.
The quill kind of freaks out and quickly draws another picture.
Mountains. All right.
Obviously,
And that last chest opens up, and there's a key inside of it.
Oh, yay! Good. All right.
Perfect.
All right.
I pick up the key and use it on the door.
The door opens.
Also, when we get out of here, we should probably split the gold.
All the paper flusters around the room, and the quill goes back.
Okay, time to go.
All right, here we go.
All right, in this next room, it appears to be something of a bedroom. So there's a bed and a closet and a fireplace over to your left and some trunks and whatnot. And in the middle of the room, you see what seems to be a dead body of a small gnome.
I think we should tell Peter. I think we need to tell Peter that his parents
I go over and check to see how he's doing.
Alrighty.
Skeleton.
As you stand under, no, it is not a skeleton. So, there are sizable chunks taken out of this body as if something was eating it, and flies and maggots kind of circle around its open wounds and whatnot.
Oh, so disgusting stuff. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, I don't think he's coming back from that.
No, I don't think so. Looking around the rest of the room.
On him.
Please don't.
in the hopes.
Looking around the rest of the room, are there any more holes in the wall?
There are no holes in the wall, no.
I check under the bed.
Under the bed, you find some shoes.
Oh.
What is eating this thing?
Can I take a perception?
Yeah, make a perception.
23.
As Ben looks around the room, he doesn't really notice anything too bad. There is another desk with some quills on it or whatnot, but as he looks around the room, and then he looks up onto the ceiling and notices 2 giant spiders. Roll for initiative.
How are we so stupid?
Dinner in 20 minutes.
Also, Michael, why would spiders don't take chunks out of a person? They drain them.
Oh.
I didn't say it was the spiders that did that.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Guys! I got my 20!
Nice. You always want to one-up me, Milo.
Alright. Milo, you can go first. The spiders are still about 20 feet above you on the ceiling.
Yeah, I can't reach that, so I'm gonna pull out my javelin and just like kind of like, spider! And throw it as hard as I can at the ceiling.
I'm gonna like back away.
Roll for that.
Spider! 19 to hit.
Alright. You hit it.
Okay. 4 points of damage. I tried, guys.
So as you throw it, the javelin kind of loses speed on its way up, but it still pierces the spider, and it kind of makes a hissing noise, and then the javelin falls right back down to your feet.
Oh, hey, look, another one.
It's actually the same one you just threw up there.
Haha, yeah, give us another one.
Guys, if you throw a javelin at it, it'll drop it. It'll give you another one.
How javelins work?
Alright, would you like to go, Heckman?
I would. I am going to just give a chuck of my handy hand axe.
Alright, do it.
And you guys act like I'm the worst one.
Handy hand axe.
Gonna
Okay.
give him a handy? Yikes.
No.
And this is actually
bad, Michael. Bad.
this 20 feet is at the top of my hand axe range, and I rolled a natural 20.
Alright,
Nice.
now roll for damage.
4.
4. Alright, you throw a hand axe and it lodges itself inside of the head of one of these spiders, and he lets out a great hissing noise, but he's still alive, though.
Wait, only 4?
Only 4.
Yeah, just like that, actually. Alright,
Isn't it-
Cool.
well, he got double damage.
You rolled a nat 20, so it should be doubled.
Yeah, so 4 times 2 is 8.
Okay.
You got it. Alrighty.
Got it.
So now, these spiders, one of them drops right down in front of Milo
Ah!
and attempts to bite him with his big tendrils. And he does, but it just does not penetrate that trusty chainmail
Yeah,
that,
chainmail!
that Milo's got on. So then the spider will disengage his combat by jumping back on feet. The second spider...
Wait, you can do that bonus action?
Second spider decides to, instead of jumping down, he shoots Heckman with a bit of web.
Ew.
And,
Oh no.
Just like
Definitely
my
hits
uncle
him.
used to.
So, Heckman is now restrained by webbing, and on your next turn you can try to strength check out of it. It can also be destroyed.
Oh no,
And then that
if I'm...
spider stays up there, and now it is Pikker's.
So what's the current situation?
So one is about 10 feet in front of y'all, and one is 20 feet above you on the ceiling.
Okay, and the one on the ground or on the ceiling is the one that's already hurt?
They're both hurt. The one that is on the ceiling is hurt more.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot the one on the ceiling with an arrow.
Go for it, my dude.
Nice.
Okay. Oh,
What'd you get?
wonderful, 19.
All right,
Nice.
you definitely hit him. Roll for damage.
Oh, that's gonna be an 11.
Nice.
All right, so you hit this bad boy with an arrow, and it makes another hissing sound, and half of its legs kind of come off the ceiling for a little bit, but then it kind of reattaches.
It's
Cool.
still
Wow,
alive.
these spiders
Boris.
are tanks.
Now it's your turn.
You say Boris?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm going to see that the one that's like still up there. I'm going to use my thorn whip and try to like yank him down, like just kind of like causing damage with the thorn whip, but seeing if I can do any more damage by like just dropping him down to the floor.
All right,
If
my
he's
boy.
20 feet above us, that is a D6 of fall damage.
Mm-hmm. So roll 1d20 plus 5 for spell attack bonus. That's
Yeah,
a
you hit
15. Cool. So I roll a d6 now. D6. Oh. 1d6.
You're real excited for that D6, aren't you?
They're all.
All right, so you hit him for 1 point of damage, and then he also falls down. And he takes a little bit more damage, as you can see. But he manages to get back up on all 8 of his legs and hisses violently at you. And
Nice.
now, Milo, it is your turn.
Which one is near me?
Well, so one is right in front of you, and one is 10 feet in front of you.
One that is right in front of me, I would like to swing at it with my two-handed longsword.
Do it.
Dang it, 12.
12? Yeah, so you try to hit it, but
Son of
its tendrils block the sword.
Ah! D20, why do you betray me?
Yikes.
Alrighty. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I can't.
Alright. Heckman, it is your turn. You are restrained by webs, and you can make a strength saving throw to get out.
All right. So I'm gonna do that, and I got 21.
All right.
Wow.
With your big burling muscles, you managed to break out of that. But that has taken your action, so you cannot attack. You can move though if you want.
I am
You
not
can glare
gonna.
at them. You can
Alright.
you can rage.
I could, but why?
I mean,
you gotta wait until there's only one to do that. Alrighty. So, now the spiders are gonna go, and so the one that is directly in front of Milo and Heckmann decides that it wants to try to take a nice chomp out of that heck boy. So he's gonna do that. And what's your AC? Man, what's your AC?
Heckman?
What?
yeah,
what's
that's
your
me.
AC?
Oh,
It's you.
13.
13. All right. So he takes a massive tromp out of you, which does 7 damage.
Yikes.
And please
Like
make a
I
Constitution throw. Constitution.
All right, so I'm gonna get a 16.
All right, you're good. And then the second one is gonna try to shoot Pikker with some web,
Oh, yikes.
and he hits you. So now you are restrained by web.
Oh, no.
And now it is your turn.
So strength saving throw?
Yep.
Not 10.
Not your strong suit.
10. All right. So you rattle around in there, but you can't make your way out.
Fuck.
All right. First, what you want to do? Your Bourus, it's your turn.
Boris's turn. All right.
So we still got 2 of these.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
they don't die in one hit like all the other things.
Yeah. I got that. All right. So now that this biggie boy is down on my level, I believe I still have my shillelagh out. So I'm going to go and whack it with my druid staff. And
The one that's closer to you, or?
Yeah, the one that's closer to me.
All right, do it.
Roll. I actually specify roll d20, and then that will be. Huh!
Yeah, you hit that.
Nice. Okay, so which means I roll 1d8 plus 3.
Alrighty, so you whack that spider, and he dies.
Nice. Just
Nondescriptly.
just splat on the ground, oozing out.
All right, and so Milo, it's back to you, and there's just the one spider who's kind of back a bit.
I will charge him, and I will attack.
All right, roll for that.
Son of a... Nah!
What?
I missed.
All right, you missed, and now it is
Nice.
Heckman's turn.
Oh,
Why do you hate me?
what's the sitch right now? One of them's on the ground, one of them's on the ceiling.
No, one is dead on the ground, and the other is alive on the ground.
All right, so I'm gonna swing at the one dead on the ground.
Wait, what?
So I go up to within 5 feet of the living one, if I'm not there already, and I'm gonna yeet that great axe all over him.
Do it. Roll.
That's gonna be 22 to hit.
All right, you hit it. Roll for damage.
It's gonna be an 8.
All right, so you take your mighty great axe and you knock one of its legs right off, but it still manages to stand stable and it roars at you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And he's actually going to try to bite you right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot. Alrighty. So he rolled a natural 20.
Oh, no.
Ah.
He's going to do 14 damage to you.
Ooh.
Hey, you know, that's probably fine.
Are you dead?
Yikes.
Yeah, I'm super dead.
What are you at? Like negative something?
Yes.
Oh,
You
he's
wanna-
down.
Unless you're negative 10, you're not actually dead.
Okay, now
And-
negative. What is it?
Michael, 5e is negative whatever your hit points are.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know that.
So
yeah,
I'm
that's
definitely
3.5
not
you're
that.
taking.
Oh,
3.5
alright,
is
right.
negative 10.
Cool. And then could you do a Constitution saving throw?
I think I will. I really, really think I will. I'm gonna get a 20 on that.
Oh, right. You are okay. Except
I
you're
am not
unconscious.
okay.
You're okay, but not really.
Alrighty. Pikker, it's your turn. You are still covered in web.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to roll a strength check?
Yeah. It's gonna be a 15.
All right, you break out of that, and you can still move, but you can't attack.
I'm not gonna move.
All right, Baurus, it's your turn.
All right. So I kind of run over to where Heckmann has just fallen, and I would like to use Cure Wounds on him.
Do it.
All right. A creature you touch regain the number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. So let me get that. Roll 1d8 plus 3. So you are now back at 11 health.
Me personally?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to life.
All right, cool. And now Milo, back to you.
Ah! I want to kill this thing!
Yikes.
Ah! 15! I finally hit it, right?
You hit it, yeah. Roll for
Yay! Okay. Deets. Here it is. Okay, 10 points of damage.
All right, you take your longsword and you thrust it into that spider, and he just barely manages to stand after you hit him.
Twist! Twist.
Twist on the way out.
He gets a little agitated. Heckmann, is Heckmann like alive now, or
Yeah, he's alive. He's still
Oh.
prone, but he's alive.
Heckmann? You can get up for half your movement cost, and then you can still attack.
I just lie prone and accept my fate. No, I get up. Is it any interest for me to, like, apply this steel shield that I found?
To equip it, it would take your whole turn.
Oh. But then, like, is it better AC for me or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
it gives you better AC.
Cool. I'm gonna do that, actually, then.
All right.
Just gonna...
So you equip the shield, and it will grant you how much AC
Plus
should
2.
that grant him? +2. You get
It's plus 2. It would be an action to like equip a shield that you don't have on you already. I
Yeah.
think.
So you've equipped your shield. All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and now it's the spider's turn again, and he turns towards Baurus, and with his mighty jaws, he's gonna bring those tendrils right down around Baurus's head.
Jeez.
But in the last second, an arrow goes straight through his head, and he falls to the side. And Adrian walks into the room.
Well, thank you for that. Ugh.
Yeah, how did you guys fare out there?
You know...
We did pretty well.
Yeah,
I
mostly
think.
We did
alright.
okay.
I'm
Until
I mean,
clearly...
Torment
I'm
him.
completely fine.
I'm
personally.
clearly alive right now, and
I
nothing
wasn't
else.
2 seconds ago.
There was no other. It's always been just me being alive.
We made some quill friends.
I shoot him some finger guns.
He accepts the finger guns and shoots back. He says, "Yes, I also found some of those quills around here. They were quite dubious in nature."
We're taking one home with us.
His name is Peter.
Well,
But unfortunately, I believe the master of these quills is not doing so well. I kind of motion
So,
over to the gnome in the floor.
Adrian walks over to that gnome who's on the floor and looks at him and looks at his wounds and says, "Yeah, these bites must be from the giant lizards that I fought. Seems that this house was, or whatever you want to call it, was infested, and he just didn't really make it." So he investigates him a little bit, and he finds a quill inside his pocket. And the quill
zips right over to Heckmann and jumps in his pouch.
Nice.
Alright. Adrian says, well, that's all we've had to do here. I can bring y'all to Bronzerfall now, if that's what you'd want to do. Unless you want to take a look around this room anymore.
Yeah, I
see
want to
what's
do that
written on
again
the
because, like, last time all I found was some bugs.
I want to see what's written on the table. You said there were notes on the table.
Yeah, so you go to the table, and there's a quill and some paper with nothing on it.
Dang it!
All right. Well,
Can I take another perception around the room?
Yeah, sure.
20.
20. All right. So you're looking around this room, and you do notice that there's a small hatch underneath the desk with the quill.
I'm going to pick up the quill and write on the paper. You wouldn't happen to know anything about the hatch under the desk, would you?
The quill writes back in a foreign language that you don't seem to recognize, Pikker.
Okay. Anyone else know this language here?
I take a looky-loo.
I also take a looky-loo.
I'll hop in.
Alrighty. Milo, you can read this because it's in halfling of all languages.
Yeah!
And the quill says that the hatch here is only gonna respond to its master.
The hatch?
Yeah.
I look back at the master and I'm like, we might have a problem, guys.
Why?
Well, what would the problem be?
It says it's only going to respond to its master, and if you noticed, he's not exactly doing too well.
Well,
I
does the
walk
master?
over to the master's dead body, and I use my dagger to cut off his hand.
Oh, have some
Well, you
respect.
didn't need to cut it off. I was just gonna suggest
He's a half-
using it.
He's a gnome! He's 3 feet tall! Pick him up!
I'm not very strong.
What do you mean you're not very strong? Oh, Pikker, sorry.
Well, it's too late. The hands
Anyway,
have
so-
come off.
I have now cut off one of his hands, specifically his right one, and I put his hand, grasping the handle to the trapdoor, and I try to open it.
Alright, the trapdoor does not open because the desk is on top of it.
We should do that.
I pushed the chest or the desk.
Alright,
Can I try again?
yeah.
Okay.
The
Can I try
trapdoor
open?
does not open.
Ah, fuck.
Here, try writing it down, like using his hand to write it.
Mm.
Open it.
I use his hand to hold the thing, and I write down, "Open up the trapdoor, please."
Wait, I'm sorry, so what are you doing with his hand?
I'm using it to hold the quill, and then I'm writing, "Please open up the trapdoor."
The trapdoor opens.
That was a little bit
Right.
morbid, but okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't have to cut it off, but okay.
Who wants to go in first?
Well, actually, I'm
I
gonna
jump
take
in.
a bundle of paper and I'm gonna put it in the my satchel alongside my new quill friend.
Good.
I'm gonna jump down into the hole.
Alright, inside the hole, you find, it seems to be like a potion-making room, and you see some kind of odd ingredients scattered around, and a potion-making table that happens to have a couple of vials of this green liquid in them.
Can I tell what the green liquid is?
Can you do a medicine check?
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a 16.
Alright, you can tell that this isn't something that you know of, but it's definitely not going to be harmful to drink.
I would like to kind of go down the trapdoor as well and search for any like supplies, like on the ingredients list, like any of the tongue, claws, hearts, bloodroot, or anything like.
You go down into the little potion making room down there, and while looking around, can you roll perception?
Yeah.
All right,
my
You
best
don't
roll.
really find anything too special, but you do happen to find a small clump of bloodroot. Definitely not the pound that you need for that potion, but maybe a quarter of a pound.
I'm gonna take a sip of that green liquid.
All right. Pikker takes a sip of the green liquid, and nothing seems to happen quite yet.
See, he gets more energy and feels like he could be better at games.
It's fucking gamer fuel.
I go down the hatch if I'm not already.
All right. Heckmann descends the hatch.
Hello.
Hey.
Adrian comes down the hatch too.
I found some bloodroot. May not be enough for the potion, but it's a start at least.
Bloodroot is a small red plant with very deep red roots as well.
Really?
Just so you know.
Can I try and take a perception around the room for as well?
Before you do that, Pikker, you start to feel a little woozy on the inside. And then you grow to be 10 feet tall, and you have
Holy
to hunch
shit.
over in this,
Whoa.
room to fit.
What?
Right now you
So-
are taller than me.
What did you
Now-
just do?
Now my eyes are bigger, right? So I should be able to see
Oh
better.
my God.
What did he?
So-
Did he just drink one of those potions?
Yes, you
Did he
did.
just? Pikker.
Adrian kind of looks at you and says, well, that would explain all the giant insects around here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's been feeding them to the insects himself?
Well, I don't know if he wanted to do that, but one way or another, it seems they got their little
So-
hands on them.
While
Hey, this
while
could
my
be-
eyes while my
how
eyes
much-
are big like this, I would like to take perception.
All right, go.
How many of those potions are still left?
There's about 5 vials.
Yeah, y'all don't.
Pikker just took a sip out of one of them.
Yeah, y'all don't
I
mind
vote
if I take.
I vote that we give them to Heckmann because Heckmann can probably make use of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow these if you don't mind.
Yeah. I got a 24.
A 24?
Mm-hmm.
And you're just looking around the room?
Yeah, for specifically for the ingredients on our list.
No, you don't see any.
Okay.
Aside from what I found.
Cool.
Well, the only problem with this is I don't know how you're going to get out of here.
Well, so Adrian looks at Pikker and looks at the group and says, well, I wouldn't have found this room if it wasn't for you, so I figure it's only fair that you can get all these potions here. I'll just write this up so the guild can know about it. As for you, yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to get you out of this room here. Do you think maybe you can try to dig a hole around that hatch with your now large hands?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
All right. Roll strength check.
Strength.
Yeah.
Do I get extra strength because of my largeness?
You might, but I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. I've got a 14.
14. All right, so as you try to push around some of the dirt that's next to that, the hatch, you kind of just really move a lot of it out of the way, and that desk actually falls right down next to you. Now the hole is
Yikes.
big enough for you to get out of.
All right, well,
The hand falls down too.
Oh,
just everything's broken right there now. Well, I guess can you help us up, Big Bird?
The fuck you call me?
Well,
he called you Big Bird because you're a big bird.
I don't take too kindly to the word bird, my friend.
Yeah, call him a
See,
pigeon. He
birds
likes
are
it more that
lesser-
way.
No, birds are a lesser species than us kangaroos.
oh well, my apologies.
I
Didn't mean nothing by it.
forgive you. I get that wasn't necessarily known to you, but in the future I would ask that you refrain from calling me a bird. And I help everyone up,
Okay, good.
Thank you.
except for
Specifically.
Baurus.
Oh,
Baurus, I help up, but I also like poke him and push him over when he's up there.
All right.
I said I was sorry. Okay.
Apparently, Pikker doesn't forgive very easily.
Apparently.
All right.
All right.
So Adrian kind of just looks around. He's still a little shocked by this big bird that's standing around.
What'd you just call him?
So he says, "Well, I suppose I could show you the way to Bronzerfall now."
All right, that sounds very wonderful. Hopefully, this potion will wear off a little bit.
All right. Are y'all good to exit the place?
Yeah.
Sure.
On the way out, though, I feel like we should exit the way we came and then ask Peter if he wants to come with us.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him the news of his master and apologize, but ask him to see if he wants to come with us.
Good point. Another good point is that for me it's dinner time right now,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna dab on those haters, if you don't mind.
All right. Is this where we want to stop for today then?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
It's
Cool.
been
Sure.
Also, does
3
Peter come
hours,
with us, though?
4 minutes of recording.
That's pretty. Oh, good. You were recording. I was actually wondering. All right.
Michael,
What?
does Peter actually come with us or not?
Yeah, Peter will. He'll fly right into Milo's pouch there.
Yes.
Aw.
What about
Nice.
Meredith?
Meredith. Which one was Meredith? Was that
Uh,
the
She
one
was
you
the
crossed out?
drawing one.
Oh,
No,
Meredith.
yeah, that was the one that we crossed out.
No, those ones don't come with it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we had a good relationship with Peter.
Yeah. Now, Milo, if I were you, I'd take a bundle of that nice paper with you.
Of course.
I will do that as well.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Well, it's
Cool.
settled.
Sounds good.
Okay, good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Hello. Hello.